Excuse me. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the all-new HNS radio platform. My name is Terry Kemp, and this is the Pinnacle Orthopedics pregame show brought to you on HNS Radio through the Podbean app and hnsradio.com. Well, we've blinked, and suddenly we're in the second half of the 2024 season. At this point, every game is huge, and they don't get much bigger than the one we have for you tonight. The Harrison Hoyas take the short drive south to Powder Springs to visit their longtime nemesis, the McEachern Indians. Welcome to yet another Decision Friday in Region 5 6A. This is HNS Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Adam Freeman alongside of Terry Kemp once again, bringing you Friday night football here in Cobb County. And this is the Pinnacle pregame show brought to you exclusively by Pinnacle Orthopedics. I want to mention some of our great sponsors this year. Carl Black Chevrolet, Elevate Sports Medicine, Hoya Football, Hoya Alumni, MMP Customs, Kennesaw Embroidery, Signs and More, J.L. Brooks Construction, RE/MAX Unlimited, Don Brooks Partners, Pinnacle Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Specialists, Post CPAs, Otter's Chicken at the avenues of West Cobb, and Smith Appliance. As Terry mentioned, every game is a big game now as we continue into the region schedule. Hoyas at 2-0, Indians at 2-0 coming in here and christening a new field that was dedicated to a longtime McEachern head coach Jimmy Dorsey. It is now Dorsey Field at Cantrell Stadium. Definitely an honor that was much deserved. A man who won 236 games for the Indians, including 12 region championships over his 24-year tenure. He's here in the press box tonight, so I'm sure maybe we get him on the show here at halftime. You never know.
Do it, I dare you.
All right, I'll talk to anybody. But again, welcome everybody. Adam Freeman, Terry Kemp with you on the Pinnacle pregame show from Jimmy Dorsey Field here at Cantrell Stadium, a name, again, that's synonymous with the Harrison-McEachern rivalry as the Indians and Hoyas face off in a matchup that would put the winner in the driver's seat in Region 5, 6A. So, I'm looking forward to some offensive firepower tonight, Terry.
Well, and I think we're going to see that, Adam. I think the strength of both of these teams is going to be offense. And if either defense gets a stop, that might be all you need tonight is one stop. And so I expect this to be high scoring, as you do. And, there's just so many athletic skill position players down there on both sides of the field. It really should be a shootout.
Yep. So we've already got some early listeners in. Nicole Harris, Corey Bellamy, and Judy Dickman already on the line with us. And also, just to start off, we received some news right before the broadcast. One of our alumni, two of our students, lost a family member over a couple of weeks ago, Kyle and Olivia Durkin. Their father passed away, so we want to send out our thoughts and prayers to the Durkin family, both of them Hoya alumni, and just let them know that we are thinking about them. Speaking of thinking about others around the nation tonight, obviously our hearts and prayers go out to all of those affected by Hurricane Helene. If you are listening on hnsradio.com right now through the link there, if you scroll down, there is a QR code for basically for a relief effort. It's called Samaritan's Purse, and you can just click on that QR code, and it will take you right to their website. 100% of the donations that are given to Samaritan's Purse go right to where they need to go to, and they have been boots on the ground in Western North Carolina, Eastern Tennessee, Northwest Georgia, or Northeast Georgia, and the western part of South Carolina since it happened, and so
based in Western North Carolina.
Yeah, so they are they're a great organization, and all the money that you give through that QR is going to go directly to help those families in need.
Yeah, and we challenge everybody because we know our listeners. You have the ability. Go out there and just drop a few dollars, drop what you can, because if you got enough people doing that, it starts to add up. And the people in Western North Carolina are going to need as much help as we can give them.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, we continue to monitor that situation, the impact it has. on people in our area. They have family members up there. They have kids that are going to school
Yep.
up there. Kids,
We have
faculty members that have children that have been displaced.
Yeah, we have Harrison kids up there.
Yeah. So again, pray for all those folks and their family members as they continue to struggle and hopefully start to get the resources that they need. So back here at Jimmy Dorsey Field at Cantrell Stadium, and again, Terry and I were talking earlier before. This is one of my favorite places to broadcast from, and not just because the facilities are incredible, but the administration here just is always welcomes us with open arms.
Top notch.
Yeah, Myra Camise is one of the best in the whole county, if not the state, and just extremely kind and welcoming, and always make sure that we have food, that we
Absolutely.
have access to whatever we need, whether it be internet, stats, anything, rosters, anything like that. So hats off to the administration here at McEachern High School. It is one of our favorite. I struggle to think of a better road situation. There's not one, I don't think.
No, I mean, there's other facilities in the county and around the Atlanta area that we've visited that are also really good. But when you factor everything in, yeah, this is
proximity.
Right at the top.
Yeah,
that's one of them too.
Proximity, and just kind of the ease at which and just the space that we have up here. I mean, it's so awesome. We have our own little booth essentially, and it's plexiglass all around, and just the windows you could see just for miles and miles.
Kind of makes you want to do more broadcasts from here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great place. It is a great place to do a broadcast for sure. As we're watching the McEachern Indians warm up tonight, and Terry, looking down there, we can go through a little bit of a recap of how we got here. 2 weeks ago, we played a Campbell team, and we had some explosive plays. They had some explosive plays.
Yeah, absolutely. And that game was kind of a litmus test for both teams, because coming into the game, Campbell they only had one loss, and of course that was to McEachern. And McEachern really shut them down, but they had a lot of early season success. They came in riding high with a really good record, and the explosives were in place for the Hoyas, and they've been that way all year. If you think about it, this is an offense that's averaging right around 30 points a game.
Yep,
the Hoyas are, and then you look over there on the other sideline in that blue and gold, and they're averaging even more. They're coming off a 67-point game 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, both again coming off that bye, so both teams going to be fresh. Hoya's getting some folks back this week. Donovan Martin will be back coming off of that hand injury, as well as Jackson Connors coming off of his lower leg injury. So we'll get those guys back, but we've lost a couple guys on the defensive line, and that could be big.
Yeah, you get back some speed and some explosiveness and some big playability on both sides of the ball. But yeah, you're definitely going to test your depth on the D line tonight with some of the and not just the guys that are going to be out, but you've got some guys that are a little dinged up, and it's going to be a grind.
Yeah. So missing Adam Price and Trey Lilly this week, and that's those are two of our guys on the end, and so we've got Oscar in the middle, along with Johnson in the middle, but you're going to see probably Rudd on one end and Thornton on the other end tonight.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot more.
And you're going to see a lot of guys rotating in. Colin Bellamy will probably
a lot more Bellamy.
Probably have to be in there a little bit more on defense tonight. So he's going to be turning back the clock to his junior year, where he's going to be getting after the quarterback and wreaking havoc in that backfield. Hopefully he can do that. Speaking about the McEachern backfield, we were talking to Troy Postel, who teaches over here, former Harrison Hoya teacher, and he was telling us, they're not sure. They may run a 2-quarterback platoon system between the two guys, Bell and Pittman. And Bell's a player now. He's the guy that likes to sling it around. He seemed to think that if Pittman was in there, they'd probably run the ball a little bit more. But just watching Bell warm up, he looks like he can get outside the pocket as well as swing the ball around. So.
Well, and he's got the prototypical NFL build. If you look at those measurables, you say he's 6'5", about 225, 215. Yeah, I mean that's you're talking about. That's what the NFL guys when they're designing a quarterback in the lab, that's one of the first things they do
Yeah.
is, okay, he's got to have some height on him. So, yeah, I mean, they, look, they've got some dudes. They have a long history of having dudes over here. And, there's a reason why they've won 10 in a row in this series.
Yeah, and you bring that up, as I was looking back over some of those stats, and the Hoyas have not won here since 2005. As everybody knows who knows me, I've been here since 1997 and patrolled the sidelines up through 2015, and it was a cool September evening in the fall of 2000 when we won our first game over here.
Right.
In September 29th of 2000, we won 10-3. Brian Green led Hoya team. Brian Green, Mickey McCoy hooked up on a long pass and got us into scoring position, and Brian Green did the rest and basically made history because that had not happened. That was the Harrison, when I started, the Harrison McEachern, Harrison was trying to establish itself as a winning program, and they knew in order to do that, they were going to have to beat the team down the road in the McEachern Indians, and they finally did it. It took 9 years to do it in 2000, and then went on a little bit of a run,
right,
and won 7 out of 8 in pretty dominating fashion, except for one. In fact, I remember one game that we won over at Harrison, 25-0. McEachern didn't even get it across half the midfield.
Wow,
that game was on TV.
That's saying something right there.
Yeah. So again, you've had the pendulum swing. We talk about the pendulum swing of this team is really good, this team is down, and now we get to see tonight where are we at. Again, you talk about the litmus test that we got last week. Well, this is going to be another one, and whoever wins this game is going to put themselves sort of in the driver's seat.
Yeah, you're in the driver's seat if you win this game because there's nobody other than Hillgrove that is going to be able to compete with either one of these teams. Pebblebrook's not going to do it. Osborne's not doing it. South Cobb's not doing it. Campbell's not doing it. So
and Paulding County's
not going to do it. Now, will they make some plays? Will they, make it interesting at times? Sure. But these two teams, and then the wild card that is Hillgrove, who is coming into this game this week against Paulding County 5-0. They're a much improved team, and you just didn't expect them to be that good. But it's really those three teams at the top, and like we said in the pregame, this is a decision. It's a decision Friday. It's where the cream will start to really rise to the top, and the loser of this game is going to have a little bit of work to do because both these teams still have to play Hillgrove.
And if you look ahead, this could possibly end up in a 2005 region scenario where it was Marietta, Harrison, South Cobb, all tied. Everybody beat each other with one loss, and it came down, and we won the region on a coin flip.
Wow, yeah.
And Dave probably remembers that. But if the Hoyas can't win tonight, but they can beat Hillgrove, and Hillgrove can beat McEachern, then you end up in that same identical scenario, and you're down to potentially a coin flip. So, again, really pivotal tonight. This game is hugely important, so we're glad that you guys are listening with us. Again, share the Podbean app with those around you. Share it on your social media. Our social media is Instagram at HNS Radio. We're on Twitter at HNS_radio. So check us out there. We'll be, posting updates throughout the game as we see the scores change. And, at the end of each quarter, we try to do that. We're going to take a short commercial break. And when we come back, we'll give you the keys to the game tonight for both squads. You're listening to HNS Radio, Cobb County Football Friday Night. J.L. Brooks Construction is a local family-owned construction company that specializes in commercial, residential, and custom remodeling. J.L. Brooks Construction has been serving the metro Atlanta area for the last 35 years, providing great customer service and full satisfaction guaranteed. Call 770-428-4636 or visit jlbrooksconstructioninc.com for more information. If you're into sports, then injuries happen. When they do, it's nice to know there's a Pinnacle Orthopedics near you. For over 25 years, Pinnacle has been providing quality health care to everyone, from your favorite pro team to weekend warriors on the tennis courts. Pinnacle Orthopedics, keeping you at the top of your game.
Ugh, I really need a new car.
Well, did you know that Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC of Kennesaw has over 28 acres of inventory?
Really? That means there must be a car fit for me.
Of course. Just visit www.carlblackkennesaw.com to see their latest specials and to find your dream car today.
Looking for home appliances at an affordable price? Smith Appliance is the way to go. They've been serving the Atlanta area for over 55 years with at-home delivery, trusted brands, and exceptional customer service. Smith Appliance has your back. Visit their Hiram or Marietta locations or visit their website at smithappliance.com for more information. Smith Appliance, committed to working for you.
Are you looking for a real estate agent with the experience, the tools, and the know-how? Located in Kennesaw, Don Brooks and other RE/MAX associates ensure you find just what you're looking for. They've been serving the metro Atlanta area for over 32 years, and a large sum of their profits go to help the Children's Miracle Network hospitals across the U.S. and Canada. For more information, you can visit www.remax.com or visit them via Facebook or Twitter.
H&S. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Dorsey Field at Cantrell Stadium. We're about to get the national anthem, so we're going to pause for that. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff here in Region 5, 6A. Harrison at McEachern, big region battle. Two of the top two teams in the region, both of them coming in here at 2-0. Harrison 4-1 overall, and McEachern is at 3-2.
Correct.
Played a pretty difficult out-of-region schedule. Played North Gwinnett. And lost. That was the second game of the year, I believe. First game of the year. Okay.
Second game was North Cobb.
North Cobb, yeah. So
they've covered all the Norths.
All the Norths. They've got that. Got that squared away. But yeah. So getting into tonight's sort of like keys to the game, and this is just Terry. I'll let you get the keys to the game here in a second. But this is just what I thought about.
All right.
From talking to some of the coaches this week, I feel like the line of scrimmage is going to be big for our defensive line with as depleted as it is. We've got to have some guys step up, at least stem the flow, at least maybe control, not control, but create a stalemate enough where our linebackers can scrape and make some plays. It's going to be good to have Jackson Connors back on that back end with Joel. I think that will help us because they're gonna test us for sure. But I think tonight, if the D-line can create a stalemate, I think that's going to be huge. And if the Hoyas can protect the football on offense, I think they'll be able to move the ball against this defense.
Yeah, I agree with all of those. I think if I had keys to the game, I would start with survive the explosives you're not going to stop that offense on the other side of the field from explosive plays, and so you just have to survive them, and acknowledge that you're going to have the opportunity to have some explosive plays as well. The other thing I would say is, at times this year we have had spikes in turnovers. They kind of come in bunches. We saw it at Wheeler, then we saw it again at North Paulding. And got to limit the turnovers. You have to do that in any game anyway. But I think if you limit the turnovers, survive the explosives that are coming, I think you got a shot.
Yeah, I agree. I think you add those two things, those two analyses together, and I think it's a recipe for a victory. I think this group can do it. Again, they are a little bit depleted on that one side of the ball, but again, I do think it's possible. We want to welcome in a lot more individuals here. Piper Babay, Caden Schmidt, Mark Stevens, the Schwam is on, and Gail Connors is on. Josie Kaler is on. Again, we encourage you guys that we try to mention everybody as they get on the air. And if I don't mention you, you may want to go in and check your Podbean profile because it's probably just a bunch of letters, so I don't know who you are. So check that out. It's really easy to go into the app and edit your profile and put your name in there so it shows up, and so Terry and I can see it and shout you out. All right, Terry, that gets us to coming off last week's college football picks, in which we didn't do so great.
I'm glad we didn't pick during the bye week because that would have been even worse.
Yeah. So the 2 weeks ago, we really did not fare well. So now heading into this week, I'm 10-5. He's 8-7, and so we're going to get into our next 5 games, or 5 games for this week, which there are really no marquee matchups out there.
No, there's only one matchup between 2 ranked teams this week, whereas the last time we did picks, there were 4 of the 5 who were, matchups of both teams ranked. And so, man, we're getting a really pretty sunset.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah,
This is great. I mean, it's a beautiful night for football here in Cobb County and really all over North Georgia, I'm sure.
All right, so the first game is going to be a road test for the number 9 Missouri Tigers. They're going to travel to College Station and take on Texas A&M. So Missouri at 4-0 against Texas A&M at 4-1. Texas A&M coming off a victory against Missouri coming off a victory against Arkansas. So what do you think, Terry? I'll give you this first pick. Missouri at Texas A&M.
So here's what I know. I know that Missouri's good, but we don't know how good yet. And so I think this is going to be a great test for them. They're going to go on the road. They're going to go down and play a team in Texas A&M where they've supposed to have been, that team for so long, and they just aren't. And so I'm going to take Texas A&M at home with the upset.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to go the other direction. I'm going to go with Missouri. I do think they're good enough. I do think they're deserving of that number 9 ranking. As much as initially when he started as their coach, Eli Drinkwitz, I like him.
He's a good coach.
I like him a lot.
Absolutely.
He knows how to get guys motivated, and he can coach. So I like Missouri at Texas A&M. All right, Iowa at Ohio State. Unless this game is 6-3.
Now Iowa's got a little bit better offense this year. Hold on now. Hold on.
I've got to go with Ohio State. They're playing at home. It's a Big Ten conference game. They're not gonna overlook Iowa. Iowa's gonna come out and try and play D, and that's what they do, run the ball, and I like Ohio State on this one.
There's no way Iowa beats Ohio State.
Yeah,
I just don't see it.
No, not enough firepower. Don't think. All right, next one, Terry. SMU at number 22 Louisville.
Oh, okay. So
is it still Papa John Stadium, or
I believe it is.
Okay.
Yep. If not, it is now.
Gotcha.
You know what? Louisville struggled with Georgia Tech 2 weeks ago, or whenever the last time we picked was.
Well, they played Notre Dame last week and lost.
Yes. And Notre Dame's not great. I mean, they're okay. So I'm going to go with SMU. I think I think SMU's got a little bit of a vibe going right now. I'm gonna go with SMU.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I saw this matchup today when I printed this out, and I was like, I like that. I think, and I was hoping you go the other direction, but maybe I could pick one up on you, but not going to get to. So we're all in on SMU. Go Mustangs. Go Pony Excess.
Hey, you know what? I've been a big fan of SMU since they came back from the death penalty.
Yeah.
You know, because that program was so good for so long in the 80s, and they really were the Alabama of the 80s until they got caught cheating so egregiously. But yeah, good for them.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Is this one me? Am I picking this one? All right.
Yes.
Okay. Ole Miss at South Carolina. Okay. So if you watch film, you figured out how to beat Ole Miss if you watch the Kentucky game.
Yep.
Just pound on them, keep the ball out of their hands, and just stay the course, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
yep.
South Carolina, is this a night game? I don't know.
Not
if
sure.
it is or not.
It's not the 3:30 game. I know.
Yeah, because that's the
Georgia Auburn game.
Yeah. So this could very well be.
If it's a night game in Columbia,
could be different.
Oh man.
I tell you what. Ole Miss probably got to be doubting themselves a little bit here. Kentucky pretty much shut them down. Like they had less than 250 yards total offense,
and got a lot of it on that first drive. Scored on the first drive, went up 7-0, made it look easy.
Yep, 75 yards on that first drive, and that not much else beyond that. So, gosh, I'm going to go with South Carolina the upset.
All right, okay. So that South Carolina defensive line is a disruptive force.
Yeah.
And you saw what they did to Kentucky. Now, Kentucky's definitely not strong offensively. That's if they get an offense, they're going to be good if they get an offense straightened out. But their defense is the heart of their team. But, I tell you what, we're going to find out what if Ole Miss is for real. And here's the problem that I think Ole Miss has. When you build through the portal, you're not backing culture. And so we saw what happened at Florida State.
Oh, how have we ever?
If you don't have culture. And I kind of think that might be going on at Ole Miss. Having said that, I just can't see Ole Miss going into South Carolina losing 2 in a row. So I'm going to go with Ole Miss.
All right, Terry goes with Ole Miss. All right, Terry, last one, Michigan at the Washington Huskies.
Rematch of last year's national championship game. And Michigan apparently is better than we thought, even though they have a loss. They did beat USC, who is, again, they're okay. So I'll take Michigan on the road.
Oh, okay. All right. Michigan with a little momentum coming off of that win over USC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go with Michigan as well. I like them on the road
to
ride that with that new coach they've got. All right, so there's our picks. Captains for tonight's game for the Hoyas. Xavier here, Colin Bellamy, Christian Smith, and number 28, Terrence McCray, as we are about to get underway here less than a minute. And the Hoyas had deferred. They will be kicking off. And looks to me like the Indians are going to be moving left to right on your internet radio dial as the Hoyas are going to be kicking to the north end zone right at the Indians' face.
I just want to go back a couple of minutes and just marvel at the Rolodex of memories that is your brain when it comes to Harrison sports. I just sat there and listened to you describe a 10-3 game from 788 years ago, like you just watched it last night.
And here's the reason why sticks in my brain so much, because that same night, that was the first night in our new house in Bentwater. We moved in that day, and I came straight from the closing over here.
Okay.
To the so it was a very one of those. It was one of those days, It was a great day all during the day. Everything was awesome.
Memorable day, absolutely,
very memorable. So, can't promise to have too many more of those, but I probably do have some actually. But Simon Zanan gets ready to kick this one away, and on what is just a beautiful night here at Dorsey Field. And there's
One of
that's
the news-
he is
One of the news
he-
choppers.
Is it a news chopper? Because
Yeah.
he came from over there.
Yeah, just getting some footage for
That's
the game.
nice.
So they probably have a reporter here.
Yeah, I know that this is the NFHS Game of the Week. So if you have a NFHS subscription, you can watch it and listen to us because they will have no audio. I don't think.
No, I don't think they will.
And we're underway here. Simon Zidane kicks it out of the back of the end zone, and McEachern will start 1st and 10 on their end of the field at the 20-yard line. And the quarterback is going to be number 15, Zaylin Bell. And we saw him warm up. He's a big kid, 6'5", 215, and he's got some weapons. He's got some weapons that he can throw the football to. And one of those guys ate our lunch last year, and that was Scott, Nayland Scott, and he's number 18.
Yeah, we'll probably be calling his number a lot.
We'll be
tonight.
calling his number quite a bit, I would imagine. So McEachern's going to start with 4 wides now as they come out. And just a little swing pass out of the backfield and gets thrown out of bounds after a gain of 4. That was number 10 with the reception.
Ali Perez.
Jerrion Campbell. Perez with the stop. So, again, trying to stretch the field, trying to spread it out. That's what they like to do. And just an easy pitch and catch, that extension of the running game, those swing passes. So Campbell's now going to line up in the slot. They're going to go with 5 wides, empty backfield. Hoya's run a man off the field quickly. That was Perry. Now they're going to send Campbell in motion. Now he's going to be standing just to the right. And just that same quick out, they get it to Scott. He's got the first down and more as he is tackled by Graham up at the 34-yard line. So that's a McEachern first down. That's going to move the chains, and that was a little too simple.
Well, the Hoyas actually read it well. Our defense was over there, but even though they read it well, McEachern blocked better. Their wideouts did a good job of blocking for Scott, and that allowed him to pick up the first down.
So Bell is in the shotgun, first possession of the game. 3-step drop, looks long. He's got a man. It's caught at the 35-yard line, and he is tackled down at the 16. And that's number 14 on the big gain for the Indians, Xavier Harris. And Bell just put it right on him.
Yeah, the pressure, there was no pressure by the Hoya defensive line there. We only sent 3, and everybody else dropped into coverage, and we got caught man-to-man out there in the corner, just got beat. He got inside movement, and that was it.
Yeah, Hartzog trying to stay with the receiver Harris on that one. And there he got it inside the red zone, 1st and 10 at the 16. And Bell keeps it, and boy, shoestring tackle that time by Combe is the only thing that saved a touchdown as he picks up. They're going to give him a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. So 10:50 to go in this one, and McEachern's just got their foot on the gas. 3 plays in, knocking on the door.
That was very, very Brock Vandergriff-ish. Looked a lot like Kentucky's offense right there. Just a designed
just quarterback run. Bell in the shotgun again. 3-step drop, swings it out to Campbell and just threw it up a little bit high. He caught it, but it took him to the ground. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That'll be a loss of about 2 yards there
back to
on
the
that
8.
play. Yep, a good throw there is not going to get him in the end zone. The Hoyas covered well, and we're closing quickly, but it's rare you see a completed pass for negative yardage.
Yeah. McEachern brings in 3 big bodies.
We are subbing so actively right now on every play, 3 or 4 guys swapping out.
So out on the edge, one-on-one is Scott with Perry. Perry's got him single coverage. They're going to give it to Campbell. He has stood up initially and now taken down. Nice job, Ali Perez, his 2nd tackle of the night, as Bellamy came in there to help him clean it up. So 3rd and goal. Nice stand here by the Hoya D.
Yeah, got a chance to get off the field here with limited damage if you can stop the Indians here. That's 2 plays in a row for negative yardage by the Indians.
Had no trouble getting inside the red zone, but the Hoya defense has bowed its neck here as it's 3rd and goal. Bell has it in the shotgun. He's got Campbell back there with him. And he's got pressure. Can he get away from it? He cannot. He's going to be driven out of bounds by Hartzog for a loss all the way back at the 10. So it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 10. They're going to bring in Rodriguez, looks like. No, they are not. Yep. Nope.
They said, no, sir, we're going to
No.
go for this.
Actually, no. They're
No,
going to bring in Rodriguez now
Yep,
to
they
attempt
are.
the field goal, and
Yep.
he was hitting from 55 in warm-ups, so this is a chip shot for him.
Weird angle, though. Now, take a
Yep.
look at, you're on the far
Awkward
hash
angle.
here, so it's going to be a bit of an angle for him. But Colin Bellamy really blew that play up. He
Yep.
came through the line completely untouched.
So with 9:11 to go, 27-yard attempt here by Rodriguez. Snap is good. Hold is just as good. And this one is right through the uprights. Nails the scoreboard just below the Dorsey Field sign. And the McEachern Indians draw first blood and lead it 3-0. And we get a little light show here.
I gotta question the wisdom of having the scoreboard that close to the field, because that's got to be
It's going to take a beating.
$1 million scoreboard.
Yeah, it's going to take a beating over the years. So McEachern goes up 3-0. 9:06 to go, opening quarter, and Hoya is about to get the ball here, and so I think that's a win for the Hoya defense.
Yeah, you survived the explosive. We said that was what you're going to have to do, because they're going to hit them on you.
Such a prophet.
So, I'm not a prophet. I'm just talking about what I would do if I was a coach.
So Rodriguez gets ready to kick this one away, as a lot of other games getting underway just now across Cobb County and North Georgia and the Metro Atlanta area. We'll be giving you some updates on those as they come across the wire. Back to receive are Cowser and Perry, both standing at the 5-yard line at the hash, respectively. Rodriguez, quite a leg, though. Probably no return possible here, and it goes into the end zone.
I don't see a lot of returns in this game, even though there's going to probably be a lot of kickoffs.
Yeah.
I don't see there being a lot of returns, because both of these kickers are two of the best in the Atlanta area.
Yeah. Highly sought after at the next level, at the D1 level. So Xavier Hill is going to lead the Hoyas out, and again, he's got a big weapon back this week on offense, number 7, Donovan Martin, and he's back. He's out there lined up wide on the far side of the field. Joining him are Perry and Ford, and T.C. Washington is in the backfield. And McCray is in that tight end sniffer position. So here we go. First possession of the night for the Hoyas. They're going to swing it out this time to Perry. He's got about 5 yards. Nice job there. As we see, he gets to the 25-yard line. So just a little quick hitter out there to the flat. Good
to see Perry get involved early. He's had some big drops this year, and we're really needing those hands and his explosiveness in this game. So good to see him
bounce back game 2 weeks ago against Campbell. A couple of big catches. 2nd and 5 now for the Hoyas. Hill has it in the shotgun. 3 wide outs. He's going to send a man in motion. It's Harkness. And looking for that inside screen to Ford, and he catches it, but he's not going to get anywhere. He might get a yard. They give him a forward progress up to the 26. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Hoyas.
Generous spot there, because I didn't think he got there. The Hoya blocking. So many of these plays like that are timing plays.
Yep.
The blocking got there a little late, or the throw got there a little early, and just kind of threw everything off.
Trips to the top side here on 3rd and 4. McEachern shows pressure, now backs out of it. 7:56 to go. Hoyas trailing 3-0. T.C. Washington is in the backfield. Hill. He's got pressure in his face, spins out of it, looking down the field, and he's got a man. It's Ford, but just overthrows him. Just too much pressure from that McEachern defense led by number 9, Deribian Fleetwood, and just flushed him out of the pocket and had to roll to his left and attempt to throw it, and that's going to be a 3-and-out for the Hoyas.
Yeah, good job there actually in that situation by Xavier to really throw the ball away in a situation where he needed to. He could have easily tried to force that ball in, and he didn't. He makes a good decision, throws it in the neighborhood of a receiver, but nowhere where anybody was going to catch it.
Zidane to punt this one away, standing in his own 12-yard line, trying to flip the field position for the Hoyas. Got a big leg, and this one is going to – it gets touched by the Indians at the 40, across the 45, into Hoya territory, down the sideline to the 46-yard line. And I don't think he meant to touch it initially and knew he better do something with it.
Yeah, just really did not look like good punt catching technique there.
No, looked a little uneasy there, but they get excellent field position with 7:30 to go in the opening quarter. Hoya defense out there again, and we'll see who we see under center, and it's going to be Bell again with Campbell back there with him. Again, the wide receivers are number 14, Harris, number 18, Scott, and Scott is now in the slot.
You got 12 on the near
and
side.
12's on the near side. That's Pittman, Calvin Pittman Jr. So we've got a Harrison Smith Appliance timeout. We'll take one as well. And you're listening to Harrison Hoya Football on HNS Radio.
Ugh, I really need a new car.
Well, did you know that Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC of Kennesaw has over 28 acres of inventory?
Really? That means there must be a car fit for me.
Of course. Just visit www.carlblackkennesaw.com to see their latest specials and to find your dream car today.
Looking for home appliances at an affordable price? Smith Appliance is the way to go. They've been serving the Atlanta area for over 55 years with at-home delivery, trusted brands, and exceptional customer service. Smith Appliance has your back. Visit their Hiram or Marietta locations or visit their website at smithappliance.com for more information. Smith Appliance, committed to working for you.
All right,
Are
we're
you
back
looking
live
for a
here,
real
coming to
estate
you
agent with
from
the
Dorsey
experience, the
Field,
tools,
where
and the
we
know-how?
forgot to turn a
Located
commercial
in
off.
Kennesaw, Don Brooks
And
and
it's
other
still
Remax
playing.
Yes,
associates.
we did. There we go. Hand off to Campbell now, trying to get the outside, can't. That's Christian Smith, who tackles him for no gain out there on the edge. Nice job, Christian Smith, kind of nursing an injury over this past week, over that bye week. Got a little help from Ethan Harris there.
Yeah, and Ollie Perez also there at the end. So Ollie's been very active in this game tonight so far, and that's what you want to see, because I believe he is one of our top tacklers. We need to pull those stats and see if we can get those, but I think he's right at the top.
McEachern on 2nd down and 10. Bell. Pocket is wide open, looking for a long. It's picked off at the 3. Austin Perry was right in Harris's back pocket. They tried that same pattern, and we talked about turnovers in the opener. And here we go, Terry. The first turnover belongs to the Hoyas. Nice job by Austin Perry.
And Bell actually overthrew that ball. That's why Perry was able to track that down. But a great job there by Austin Perry in coverage. And the Hoyas are going to be deep in a hole at their own 3-yard line, I believe. But you got the ball back, and it's another stop. And that's what we talked about.
Yep.
You just need some timely stops in this game, because you know there's going to be points scored. And now the Hoyas need to put some points on the board to match that field goal that McEachern got on the opening drive.
And again, I mentioned to my wife when I was breaking down the audio, I was like, you figure after all this time, I would watermark these spots during the broadcast, and instead of having to go through and check them all. But now we've done that. So Austin Perry, you're going to be on the highlight reel this week. 1st and 10 from their own 3. McCray in motion now. Going to go trips to the far side. Hill, sprint out right. He's just going to keep it, and he's going to get all the way up to the 10, and we're going to have 15 more because he got hit out of bounds late. And, boy, just a very undisciplined penalty there by McEachern is going to put the ball all the way up, I think, at the 26-yard line. Or, 23-yard line, depending on where he ran out. But just not
poor
a great
decision.
Poor decision, yeah.
And now he was, the McEachern player that did it, he was over there hyping himself up and talking. You could see with his body language and his hands, and now he's on the sideline. How do you think that talk's going now?
Yeah, probably not too well for him, I would imagine. So they're going to walk this one off, and that's going to put the Hoyas out of the shadows of their own goalpost all the way up to the 23-yard line. So that a very productive outside run. Again, we got some new listeners here. And let's see who else. Ben Bramlett, Carrie Stevens, Deb Largen listening again. And Danny Osmond, welcome everybody. And Natalie Bentley as well as Corey Schmidt. Thank you guys for listening. Hill, 3-step drop, looking long down the sideline, trying to find a man. He's trying to hook up with Donovan Martin, just a little overthrown and incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10, and not a pretty tight coverage on that far side.
Yeah, Martin never could get any separation over there on that right side. But, I like I like the idea there of stretching the field. Keep those safeties back and out of this so that maybe we can establish the run game a little bit. I'll take those early shots if it sets up some runs on the edges.
Absolutely. Combe comes in now. He's going to line up in the slot. Or excuse me, he's going to be in that sniffer position now as they put Donovan Martin out wide. And you've got Perry and Ford. They're going to hand it to Washington. He's going to get stood up at the line of scrimmage and fall forward for about a yard. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 here with 6:25 to go, opening quarter. Hoyas trailing early, 3-0. They weathered the storm of a big pass play early. They just got an interception from Austin Perry. Matt Traster is out there now. He's in the trips formation. They're going to go with 5 wides now on 3rd and 9. Hill looks to the sideline, gets a new play as we tick close to 6 minutes on the play clock, on the game clock here in the first quarter. Hill in the shotgun. 3-step drop. He's flushed. He's going to run up. He's going to be just short of the first down of about 3 yards. He gets up to the 30. He needed to get the 33. And I think they're going to bring in Zidane to punt this one away.
Well, it looked like he was going to be able to get to the line needed there, Adam, at first. I thought he was going to make it, but the McEachern player, I couldn't tell who it was. I think it might have been number 8. I couldn't really see from because we are pretty far up.
We are pretty high up here. I think you're right. I think it was Minhorn, the defensive back that came up and was able to close that gap pretty quickly. So Zidane now standing at his 16 this time. And he'll punt this one away. One returner back for the Indians. And he gets a little bit of pressure, and it is off the side of his foot. Not a good kick at all. This goes into the visiting stands. I don't know if Zero got a piece of that, Hackney, as he was applying the pressure.
No,
but
based on what Simon did after he kicked it, he missed it.
Yeah.
It came way off the right side of his foot.
So, again, this is really great field position for the Indians. They're going to have it. Oh, boy.
Now, granted, kudos to Simon because I've never seen a punter kick one into the stands. Sorry.
Well, that's not going to help his average. That was a 2-yard punt.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that. And that puts the Indians in great position here with a short field. See if they can take advantage of it, if the Hoya defense can stand tall like it did before. Bell, he's got it in the shotgun. He's got a little bit of pressure, swings it out to Campbell. Campbell gets popped on the edge over there. That was Connors getting back in the action. I know he's excited today. He was excited all day, couldn't wait to get back out there. He's been out for about 3 weeks with an injury. And so he's back out there. It's good to have that senior leadership on that defensive side of the football.
There's not a kid that loves to compete more than Jackson Connors.
Oh, and it's so palpable out there when you see him play. Bell looking across the middle, caught and immediately tackled. Nice job there coming up from his safety spot, Joel Combe, for a very short gain. They'll call it maybe 1. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 from the 28-yard line as Hoyas continue to shuffle players, as you mentioned, Terry.
Combe timed that out perfectly. He got there right as the ball got there.
So Bellamy now comes in. He's going to be playing that nose position, not anything that he is used to, but he's been doing a good job, and they're going to get the Hoyas to jump, but no flag. They dropped the flag now. And will that be enough for the first down?
It's going to be just short, maybe about the length of a football.
So Hartzog and Perry flip-flop sides now. And I think it is going to, instead of 3rd and 6, going to be 3rd and about a half a yard down at the 23. So it's going to be 3rd and a short 1. 3:40 to go, opening quarter. McEachern leads 3-0. Campbell with the handoff, and boy, had to make a move to get the first down because he was tracked down in the backfield by number 32 by the Hoyas, and that was Ulrich Johnson. He's played pretty well the last couple of games. We've said his name quite a few times.
Yeah, he and Ollie Perez both were behind the line of scrimmage and had a shot there to take him down, but he was able to just kind of wiggle his way forward for about 2 yards.
1st and 10 now from the 21-yard line. Bell in the shotgun. He's got Campbell back there with him. Bell. Oh, it's picked off by Ethan Harris. Off of Ali Perez and into the hands of Ethan Harris, and that's the second turnover by the Hoyas that they have forced. This is what you got to have if you're going to, pull the upset on the road.
Yeah, and Ali Perez, that's the second time this year we've seen him deflect a ball that got intercepted. So that's a great job there by Ali Perez, who's had a fabulous year so far, and he's been a huge, breath into this Hoya defense for sure.
So with 3:04 left to go here in the opening quarter, the Hoyas force another turnover, and they get the ball back at their own 18-yard line. See if they can do something with it here and get back in this game. It's just a 3-0 game. They can take the lead with a score on this drive. Perry, Martin, and Ford are the wideouts. T.C. Washington, the single setback, as Hill is in the shotgun. They're going to hand it to Washington. Puts his head down, falls forward up to the 19-yard line for a pickup of 2. And you just get the feeling that running inside is going to be a little tricky tonight.
Yeah, and the Hoyas have not had a lot of success in the middle, in those gaps, A-gaps, and just up the middle in general this season. So look for them to probe the middle, but probably start to test the edge a little more.
Harkness comes in for McRae now. Hoyas going with the 4-wide set. Washington still back there in the backfield, trailing 3-0. They forced 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions of Bell here early in the first quarter. Hill quickly slings it out, caught for the first down by Martin up to the 36-yard line. Nice job, his first catch since he came back from injury, and boy, you really like to see him getting involved.
Yep, and that's the first Carl Black Chevrolet first down of the night for the Hoyas. We needed that one to get, we need to get a little bit of yardage here so we can get some rhythm.
Hand off to Washington, and he continues to churn up to the 39-yard line, pickup of 2. And again, trying to just probe that A-gap, trying to see if they can't get a little bit of a push here. Ball is spotted at the 39-yard line, 1:45 to go opening quarter.
Bellamy's going to have to come off because his shoe came off.
Oh,
nope. You're going to stay out there and block, young man, with one shoe.
2nd down and 7 now. Hill has it in the shotgun. Design quarterback run, and he's diving for the first down. Did he get it? They're going to mark him just short, and I mean short by an eyelash, up at the 46-yard line.
Boy, very close.
Nope,
nice
they're going to say he got the Carl Black Chevrolet first down.
Thanks. We appreciate that, guys.
We like that. So that was a run pass option by Hill, and he just decided to go ahead and keep it. And he with his speed, he can get that edge, and he managed to pick up just enough for the first down. Hoyas now driving the ball with a little momentum here. 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. They're going to change the play. This is a place where Trent Thompson, the OC, played a lot of football. He was quarterback here for 2 years. Hill looking down, wide open is Martin at the 30. 25-20, 15-10, 5, tackled inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. Donovan Martin making his presence felt on his comeback game from injury. Nice job, big hookup of 50 yards.
Yeah, great job there. That had to be a busted coverage, Adam. There was no one with a blue jersey over there on that side of the field. How do you not find Donovan Martin, the most explosive Hoya receiver?
Yeah, it's crazy. So it looks like we've got an Indian who is down on the far side. I think that was trying to see who that is. That was whoever tackled Martin out of bounds. So a really exciting first quarter so far. The Hoya defense has forced 2 turnovers, and they're knocking on the door here. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. We've got a stoppage for a injury as both teams huddle up here. 1:16 to go opening quarter. Big pivotal game here in Region 5 6A. Whoever wins this game is going to have pretty much be in the driver's seat as far as the region title goes. Hoyas looking for their first region title since 2019, and that was in 6A.
Yeah, it's so far away, it's tough to tell. I can't tell who it is. It's definitely a McEachern player. It's a right leg or hip that they're looking at.
Looks like they're getting him up now with some assistance.
He is struggling.
Yeah, he does not want to put any weight on that right leg.
Never, ever want to see injuries in any athletic competition.
And had it not been for his effort, that's a touchdown. He tracked Martin down all the way from the other side of the field, and it looks like it's number – can you see the number now?
Yeah,
it is long. It looks like maybe 13.
It is 33.
33.
That is the same kid that I think got called for the personal foul.
Yeah, Jordan Williams. Jordan Williams, just a sophomore, and he's being helped off.
And he's putting no weight on.
No weight.
In fact, they're carrying him.
They're carrying him off. So
he's not a big kid.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be. He seems like, he's a typical DB. He's got a little bit of size.
Yeah, 5'8", 145. So he's just a sophomore, but a key component of that McEachern defense. Hoya's now lining it up on 1st and goal. 1:16 to go, opening quarter, trying to take the lead here. Trips to the near side. Hill has it in the shotgun. Perry in motion, and it looks like we've got movement by the Hoyas.
Hoyas jumped.
That'll hurt you.
Yep.
Idea. Want to open that window?
Yeah.
Maybe get a little ambient noise in
here.
Yeah. It's just
it
kind of
echoey.
clinical.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
clinical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is kind of echoey. I agree.
1st and goal from the 8 now. And Hill going to try to get a different play as Coach Thompson calls it in. Still in that trips formation. Design quarterback run to the right. Hill makes a man miss, diving, helicoptering in the air down to the 3-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. That was a la John Elway-esque.
A little bit of a helicopter. Yep.
Indeed. As we are under 1 minute now, 2nd down and goal from the 3.
You're right. Good call. Much less clinical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hoya's heading into the same direction of the end zone of that Brian Green touchdown. And Hill gets pushed backwards, and he's going to lose a whole heap of real estate. And then, I think everybody knew what was coming there. And I'm just going to see where they mark his forward progress was at the 14. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line. And a lot of discussions going on the far side there in the front of the Hoya bench.
Yeah, I believe we're going to get I thought I saw a penalty flag. A body or two went flying immediately after the whistles blew. And it was getting a bit chippy over there. I think some Hoyas took a little bit of an exception to some McEachern Indians piling on to Xavier, and they came to the side of their teammate to defend him. So at the end of the first quarter, McEachern leads 3-0, and the Hoyas are now going to start the second quarter basically 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to take a short break. Again, Indians lead the Hoyas 3-0. You're listening to H&S Radio on Cobb County Football Friday night. If you're into sports, then you know injuries happen. When they do, it's nice to know there's a Pinnacle Orthopedics near you. For over 25 years, Pinnacle has been providing quality health care to everyone, from your favorite pro team to weekend warriors on the tennis courts. Pinnacle Orthopedics, keeping you at the top of your game.
I really need a new car.
Well, did you know that Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC of Kennesaw has over 28 acres of inventory?
Really? That means there must be a car fit for me.
Of course. Just visit www.carlblackkennesaw.com to see their latest specials and to find your dream car today.
Looking for home appliances at an affordable price? Smith Appliance is the way to go. They've been serving the Atlanta area for over 55 years with at-home delivery, trusted brands, and exceptional customer service. Smith Appliance has your back. Visit their Hiram or Marietta locations or visit their website at smithappliance.com for more information. Smith Appliance, committed to working for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, 3rd and goal from the McEachern 14-yard line. Xavier Hill has it in the shotgun. He's got Washington in the backfield with him. Going to go with a 4-wide set. Combe is in there alongside of Kylan Ford, and we've got Perry and Martin on the opposite side. He's looking for Perry. He's got him over the shoulder. Catch, touchdown! Austin Perry. 2 weeks in a row. What a throw. What a catch. Hoyas take the lead.
I don't know that you can throw a fade any better than that.
That's the best. That's unbelievable. That was right on the money.
The precision that Xavier Hill threw that ball with, I mean, it was put in the exact right spot for Perry. Great throw.
So Simon Zidane set to kick this one through the uprights for the extra point. So the first play of the second quarter is 6 for the Hoyas, 14-yard touchdown. Xavier Hill to Austin Perry. That connection has been working wonders for the Hoyas in the last 2 weeks.
And again, the scoreboard takes a shot.
And Zidane doinks this one off the scoreboard, and the Hoyas lead 7-3.
Yeah, great job there to get down there on the arm of Xavier Hill, and then the touchdown throw and catch between Hill and Perry. Just, I tell you what, that's one of the things where you wish you could show people. Like, I wish we were doing
clinic.
A live broadcast,
Right.
Because that was a pretty play for sure. While we got a second here, let's grab some quick scores because I saw a few coming in that are pertinent to us. Walton 7, Marietta 3, that's in the second. Pope 10, Woodstock 6, that's in the first. Campbell leads South Cobb 14-0, that's in the first. Where was that? I thought I saw Hillgrove score, but I may have missed it. Yes, Hillgrove 7, Paulding County 0, that's in the first. North Paulding 7, Etowah 3 in the first. Wheeler and Cherokee are tied at 7 in the first. And that might be all of the up-to-date scores that we have.
All right. So Zidane set to kick this one to the Indians. 11:53 to go till halftime. Stick around during halftime. We hope to maybe get Jimmy Dorsey over here and talk to him for just a few moments.
Have you ever met him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I've never met him,
Oh, yeah.
so I'll let you ask him.
And
if I ask him, it's going to be weird. He doesn't know who I am.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's – I mean, he's a legend, man. I mean, he this – a lot of great games between Harrison and McEachern over the years. Huge rivalry.
He was their coach in '98 when they were in the
state championship. AJ Suggs, yeah.
They were 14-0.
14-0 and lost
in the state championship to Valdosta. It was 21-14, right?
Yeah.
You ain't the only one with a Rolodex now.
There you go. Get that Rolodex rolling. That's what I'm talking about. You're not just here for your good looks now.
I ain't got no good looks.
So Bell looking to bounce back from that interception. And he's going to hand it off to a new running back this time. This is number 21. That's Cleves. Casimir. Keyshawn Casimir.
24.
Yeah. He's not on the depth chart.
Oh, well, he ran the ball.
No, it is Cleves, but I got his number wrong. As he carries it again, and he's going to get a first down tackle by Combe and Perez, and that is up at the 37-yard line. So Cleves, number 24, getting some carries. So we've seen Campbell early, but now we're seeing Cleves on the fourth possession for the Indians. 5'10", 191. He's going to get it again, but get nowhere as Christian Smith comes from behind. He's going to lose a yard.
So the Hoyas went with a very unbalanced defensive line there. I don't know if you saw that, but they had nobody on the right side and overloaded the left side. We're going to have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting.
So for the Hoyas, we've got Cummings in the middle now.
We got
Cummings, Rudd, and Anatoly, Clive Anatoly, number 52. They're going to flip-flop as Perez tries to get everybody settled in now. Second down and 11 for the Indians. They're going to hand it off to Cleves again. Stutter steps, and he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage by Rudd. Nice job coming in from his defensive end position, just running the circle.
Yep, Christian Smith doing a good job of getting penetration right there as well. And the Hoya defense, after giving up those two runs for big yardage on the first two plays of this drive are really starting to kind of settle in now. 3rd and long, got a chance to get off the field.
So Ulrich and Graham go out. Graham Aldridge go out. And he's going to bring in Johnson. And on the passing situation, bringing in Johnson and number 4, Jackson Connors on a 3rd down and 12. Scott is lined up wide. Next to him is Harris. McEachern going with a 3-wide set to the far side. Looking across the middle. Incomplete. He was looking right there for number 17, and it was incomplete. That was Noah Brown, his first target tonight. Couldn't quite reel it in, and boy, he zipped that one in there.
Yeah, and then Jackson Connors almost killed, I believe that was Combe.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were back there in coverage.
That was Harris. Harris and Jackson
okay,
Connors.
Yes.
So
Jackson came flying in from his safety spot.
And this is interesting. There looks like they're going to go for it unless he's going to quick kick it. And he is, and it goes straight up in the air. And it's got backspin on it.
Get out of the way.
And it's going to come back. And, boy, the Hoyas are going to be in excellent shape from the McEachern 44-yard line. So is that just do they not have a punter? Or is that just something they were trying to – I think that was a quick kick all along.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Just strange.
Yeah,
4th and 13 from your own.
I get it because the Hoyas had nobody back deep.
Right.
So if you can get just a half decent kickoff, it's going to
roll.
But
right.
you're going to be able to get out. But now,
the
Hoyas are in business on the McEachern side of the field.
Great shape for the Hoyas here. As Bellamy's going to come in at right tackle now. He's been out there on both sides so far, and Hill looks down, long throw. Perry runs into his own blocker. He might get a 1.5 yards. We're going to get a late flag on the far side of the field. I don't know what that's about.
Well, the white hat threw this one
in
front of us, and I think that's on Bellamy.
He was on the whole other side of the field. Oh, he must have put his hands in the face. Well.
Yeah, so they have the white hat mic'd up tonight.
Interesting.
Yeah, we can hear the calls.
That's what happens when you play in a cathedral.
And we are. You have a 3-story press box, 2 of which are glassed in and immaculate.
It's just, this is just.
You have a live action screen that is the size of our cafeteria. Yeah. This place is amazing. It really is.
It's big time. Going to bring up a 1st and 20, however, for the Hoyas. Now the ball back at their own 47 after that illegal use of the hands penalty. Hill has it in the shotgun, 8:54 to go. Hoyas leading 7-3. Quickly out this time to Perry. Middle screen, runs into his own blocker again.
His own blocker ran into him.
He was cutting across, and Perry was like, "Where did you come from? You're supposed to be in a different spot." He picks up about 6 or 7 into McEachern territory at the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 13. They've got to get it to the 33 for a 1st down. McEachern showing pressure now right up the middle. And Hill is going to back out. And he's going to get a new play maybe.
Oh, yeah, they're coming.
Here they come. In the shotgun. Design quarterback run. No. He managed to elude somebody. Now he's going to keep it and outrun somebody to the sideline and then get pushed out again and get a free 15. And their coach is livid.
Yeah.
And he knows it.
He should be.
He should be. He did it right in front of his coach.
You had stopped them short of a 1st down. And Xavier Hill is a full 3 yards out of bounds, and you're going to shove him in the back.
Yeah, watch how we can see it on the live motion replay. Here he goes. Steps out, and then he pushes him out of bounds. And the head coach is just beside himself.
Kareem Reed is unhappy.
He's not a happy camper right now.
And you know what?
That's twice they've done that. They've prolonged drives with penalties. And, over the years, some of the Hockman teams that were really good teams had issues
Mm-hmm.
with penalties. And
Well, and we saw it over here last year,
some of the most penalized teams in the state.
Yep.
So that sets the Hoyas up 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line, 7:59 to go. Hill has it in the shotgun, looking, comes back, and this one is picked off, but I think it's going to come back, and they're going to get pass interference on number 21. They was looking for Kylan Ford at the 15-yard line, but they may get defensive pass interference.
They did, yep. And that was an easy call.
Yeah.
That was an easy
on number
call.
21, and that's
Kylan Ford just kind of threw his hands up in the air and said, what am I supposed to do there? I'm getting mugged, and he did.
So they're really playing tight coverage out on the edge.
Yeah,
you get a sense that a double move could be coming here. They've been playing a lot of single safety also, and that's going to put the ball half the distance, so they may put it about the 11-yard line. That's where they're going to put it.
This is also a gamble defensively because Xavier Hill has speed and can run the ball. So you're telling these guys who are in man-to-man coverage that
lock up your guy, and they turn their back and run.
They're turning their back on him, exactly.
First and 10. Cowser has it across the 5. Touchdown! R.J. Cowser from 11 yards out, and the Hoyas are putting a whooping on the Indians. And you've got some shell-shocked guys in gold helmets down there right now with 7:45 to go till halftime.
Well, the penalties, the undisciplined, ill-timed penalties.
Turnovers.
The turnovers, that's why you're down 14-3 if you're McEachern, if we make the extra point.
Waiting the snap now from the center. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is away.
And it missed the scoreboard.
Missed the scoreboard that time. But it went through the uprights, and that's all we care about. So with 7:45 to go till halftime, the Hoyas have scored 14 straight and lead 14-3.
Yeah, I mean they have been given great field position. They have been given extra yardage by the Indians, and they've been given the ball by the Indians. That's a recipe for a lead. And so now the Hoya defense is going to get an opportunity to get back out there and keep making key stops. You've got to consistently do it because you know you're not going to stop them the whole game. They're too explosive. They're just too explosive. So you're going to have to get the timely stops when you can.
A couple new listeners are on here as well. We've got Ella Jarvis, Caleb Williamson. Caleb, we hope you're doing okay up in East Tennessee there. The game is being broadcast on the NFHS network, but you have to have it's a subscription service. So you have to get old Robert to pony up for that.
Yep.
Get old RJ to pony up for that. All right, Zidane set to kick this one away as crowd still kind of filing in here, Terry.
Yeah, there's a lot of cars still coming in out there.
A lot of cars still coming in.
Some of them are going to be shocked when they walk in and see this scoreboard.
Yep. So McEachern going to be starting at their own 20-yard line. And the defense coming back out there. And as you said, Terry, when you go on the road, you gotta make plays.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta create havoc. You gotta create turnovers. And honestly, we talked about the defensive line. They've done exactly what we said they needed to do. They're
this is a depleted.
Yeah, they're not only. I would say they're not only creating a stalemate. They're winning up there as far as the run game. Bell has it in the shotgun, quickly out to the flat. And Hartzog brings him down at the 25-yard line. That's number 1, Cam Traylor, out there on the edge. And they've got Brown, number 17, out there, along with Scott and Harris. Bell looking again in the flat, and he is popped by Jackson Connors, and I think that was Cleaves who turned to try and catch that ball, and boy, when he put his hands on it, Connors popped him, and it popped free, incomplete.
Jackson Connors, a textbook shoulder tackle there, textbook.
That should be third down now. They've got it marked as second down. It should be third down and 5. Christian Smith, pressure on Bell. He's sacked. And that was Cummings and Smith bring down Bell well behind the line of scrimmage, and it is 4th and 12, and they're going to have to punt it away again. Just that defensive front of the Harrison Hoyas, remarkable so far this game.
And I tell you, this off-balance line that the Hoyas are shifting to at times is giving McEachern all kind of problems. They're overloading one side, and McEachern's not adjusting yet.
Yeah.
And so they had no way to block everybody on that one side. Fascinating little bit of chess going on right now.
Corbin Trice back to return. And pressure on Rodriguez. He gets away a nice punt, called for fair catch by Trice at the 48. Catches it in the crowd. Nice job by him. And the Hoyas having a plus field position again with 6:18 to go.
And that's after a decent kick, Adam. And the Hoyas got pressure on that and came really close to getting a hand on that punt, on that one right there. But just the shocking turn of events. You know, the Indians went down on the first drive and got 3 points and had an explosive play, a big play, and looked like they were going to be the offense that we've expected. But right now, they have no answers for the Hoyas defense.
No, they just don't seem to. They just don't seem to know or call the right plays. They're not making catches in the crowd, and our guys are coming up and hitting them. And they don't like that too much.
Yeah.
So Hoyas take over at the McEachern 48-yard line, leading 14-3. Hill in the shotgun. Going to fake it to Washington, swing it out to Harkness. He's got it. He cuts up field, dives forward, and the ball came out. We've got a late flag, but they say he was down at the 45.
Now, this one's going to be on McEachern, I believe. And it might be the exact same penalty, but against Bellamy this time.
Yeah, hands
up
to
in
the
his
face mask.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wait for the call, but that was. Wow. That's going to put the ball all the way up at the 33-yard line. That is three.
That's 3 of them.
3 personal fouls in this half.
Yep.
And they have contributed to the situation we have now and to the lead that we have.
That's
right
45
here.
Yards of free yardage.
Yeah.
Just free yardage.
Yeah. So a little over 6 minutes, 6:07 to go here until halftime. Again, stick around for the Carl Black Chevrolet halftime show. We'll have scores and an interview, hopefully, with Jimmy Dorsey.
Coach Reed is now having his third discussion with a young man who made a bad decision.
And Washington gets it, and he's going to rumble for about 5 yards, and we're going to have a hold on the Hoyas.
It's either illegal shift. It's illegal shift, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, based on, I thought he got us in the backfield here for a hold, but it's an illegal shift, so that one's coming back.
And Washington had lots of room to run, and apparently there was a reason why. So that's going to move the Hoyas back to the 38. It's going to be 1st and 15. Again, still leading 14-3 as they march this one off. Again, if you are in the need of a new appliance or need an upgrade, head on over to Smith Appliance in Hiram or Smyrna for the best quality appliances. Smith Appliance, the official timeout sponsor of HNS Radio. Also, if you're in need of tax preparation and asset management, Post CPAs has deep ties to the Harrison community and are experts in the field. 1st down and 15 from the 38-yard line. Hill in the shotgun now. He's got Washington in the backfield. You've got Martin, Perry, and Ford are the wideouts. Press coverage by the Indians. Hands it to Washington. He's going to have to find a hole. He can't. He's going to lose 2 yards back to the 40. So not much going on getting to the edge against this McEachern defense.
Yeah, McEachern really just collapsed the line of scrimmage there and pushed the Hoyas back. And Washington just had no time to get the edge, and he ran into a sea of humanity that was getting blocked that way.
So McRae is out. Combe is in now. Hoy is going with 4 wide on 2nd down and 17 from the 40-yard line. And Coach Thompson didn't look like he saw, so he's going to change the play. Hill, 3-step drop, looks for a man. It's Kylan Ford overthrew him, and he was going to have to fit that into a tight window. And that he could have caught, and that could have been a catch and run as the free safety was coming over.
He was open.
He was open for a moment.
Xavier will tell you he just missed him because he was open. If he drops that down right around the 20-yard line, that's a catch. He's going to get popped.
Yeah.
But that's a catch,
Yeah.
and you should be in really good shape to have a chance to get the first down or have a first down.
3rd down and 17 now. 4:44 to go till halftime. Hoya's leading 14-3. And we are going to get a McEachern Smith Appliance timeout. And we will take one as well when we come back. Harrison 14, McEachern 3. You're listening to H&S Radio. Looking for home appliances at an affordable price? Smith Appliance is the way to go. They've been serving the Atlanta area for over 55 years with at-home delivery, trusted brands, and exceptional customer service. Smith Appliance has your back. Visit their Hiram or Marietta locations or visit their website at smithappliance.com for more information. Smith Appliance, committed to working for you.
Are you looking for a real estate agent with the experience, the tools, and the know-how? Located in Kennesaw, Don Brooks and other RE/MAX associates ensure you find just what you're looking for. They've been serving the metro Atlanta area for over 32 years, and a large sum of their profits go to help the Children's Miracle Network hospitals across the U.S. and Canada. For more information, you can visit www.remax.com or visit them via Facebook or Twitter.
H&S Radio bringing you a little coaching spotlight. H&S. 3rd down and 17 from the McEachern 40-yard line. McEachern had to call a timeout as Hoy is trying to get the first down. They got to get the ball down to the 23-yard line. McRae in motion now. He's going to line up in the slot, sprint out right, just trying to get some yardage across the 35, 40, 35, 30, inside the 20, and good enough for a Hoya first down on a quarterback run by Xavier Hill. That's going to move the chains for another
Carl Black Chevrolet first down, and that is huge because he was going to pick up enough yardage to even give Simon a chance for a field goal there. But then he just made one more move and got an additional 7 yards, and the Hoyas are in business now at the 21.
Clock moves now, 4:20 to go till halftime. Hoyas looking to put some more points on the board before we head to the Carl Black halftime show. They're going to hand it off to Washington, and he's going to get tripped up initially, but he keeps running. He's going to lose about 2 yards. Just that one just got strung out by the McEachern defense. Nice job by the Indians to keep him from getting anything positive.
Yeah, just nothing doing there. I think that was designed to go up the middle, and I think he tried to bounce it out. But that Indian defensive line, especially on that right side, is really holding the edge and preventing us from getting anything going over there.
3:40 now to go. 2nd and 12 from the 23-yard line. Hoyas lead 14-3. Touchdowns by Cowser and Perry. In motion is Ford. And trying to sling it out to Combe, and that's going to be incomplete. We got a late flag coming in. Don't know what that was about.
I believe we're going to have another personal foul.
Wow.
Number 93.
I didn't see what happened. I was watching the ball. Was it? I guess it was after the play.
Yeah. So that's now
60 free yards.
Free yards that undisciplined play by the McEachern Indians has given the Hoyas. And that's going to pretty much erase what was going to be a third and about 12.
Yeah. It's going to put it down. It may be a 1st and goal situation.
Yeah, they're dropping the.
No. It looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 11.
Okay.
So looks like they can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Again, 3:23 to go here till halftime. Hoyas leading 14-3 and knocking on the door at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Hill has it in the shotgun. McEachern showing pressure from the edge. Hill, sprint out left. Now cuts it up inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Xavier Hill from 11 yards out. And the Hoyas are up 20-3.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Wow.
I mean,
What?
This is the best our offense has looked all year.
And you look at the McEachern Indians.
The body language?
The body language, the tackling.
Yep.
When you start to put your head down, you start to arm tackle, and, you're seeing it right now. Now, Xavier's a hard guy to bring down, but he made some moves, and the arm tackles aren't going to get it done with him. Zidane set to kick this one through the uprights to put the Hoyas up 21-3. Snap is good. Hold is good. And it is good. Hoyas leading 21-3 with 3:02 left till halftime. I'm almost speechless, but people that know me know that's not possible.
Yeah,
but
there's no way.
But really, like, you're looking at,
that is a justifiable statement. This is very surprising. Very surprising. The Hoyas have come out in the second quarter and thrown all the punches, and McEachern has not responded.
No.
And I keep waiting for the response.
And nothing.
And I don't see it yet. And it's coming. All right, it's coming. They're too explosive. They've got too many weapons. But at the end of the day, they are shook right now. There's no other way to say it.
They're reeling right now.
Yep.
Yep.
You could see it in their body language.
Yeah.
There's just all the HBI they had on the opening kickoff.
Gone.
That is a distant memory.
Expired. Jimmy may not want to talk to us. So Zidane to kick this one away, and that's going to be into the end zone as McEachern will start at their own 20-yard line. Again, encourage everybody to follow us on social media at HNS Radio on Instagram and on Twitter, or X, at HNS_radio. Also head to hnsradio.com and check out our QR code for Samaritan's Purse to give to Hurricane Helene hurricane relief. So recap here, 3:02 to go. Hoyas gave up a field goal on that opening drive, but have given up nothing since then. They lead 21-3. Touchdown runs by R.J. Cowser, Xavier Hill, and a touchdown reception by Austin Perry, and that's how we got here. Bell in the shotgun, and he's going to try and get it to the edge, gets it over there. Hartzog kind of kept him from getting to the sideline, and then he was cleaned up there by Thornton.
It's going to be enough for a first down for the Indians. That's the first down they've had in a while, Adam.
Yeah.
All right, off-balanced line here. Let's see what happens.
Yep. And Bell going to sling it out there, complete, and driven out of bounds by Combe up at the 44-yard line. I think that's where they're going to mark it. That's good enough for another Indians first down.
Yeah, back-to-back first down throws.
2:32 to go.
And again, this is the McEachern that we expected. And now they're going to rise to the challenge here, and they're going to try to move this ball.
So Scott and Perry's lined up in man coverage with Scott here on the near side, and looks like he's got some help initially here from Connors as they bring a man in motion. Bell looking for that man through the hands of Scott, but also behind him. And when they see that that pressure, they're going to go quickly. He wants to get it out of his hands pretty quickly. But the Hoyas still have the 2 turnovers and a sack tonight.
Yeah, it looked like Bell might have gotten bumped when he tried to throw that ball. It was well behind Scott. So his feet weren't set right or something got in his way.
2:28 to go till halftime. 2nd and 10. McEachern got the ball at their own 44-yard line. Sending a man in motion. That's Trailer. Bell flushed. Can he get anything out of it? And he's going to step out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So he picks up about 4.
Bell has height, has tall speed.
Yeah.
Because he's 6'5", and so once he gets in full stride, he doesn't look like he's moving fast, but he's just covering so much ground. The Hoyas did a good job of hemming him in there and have a chance here on 3rd and long to get off the field again, Adam.
Yep, nice job there by Harris. Just kind of not only keep him hemmed in, but also hold up and not give him a shove. Bell. And that was an illegal snap on McEachern.
Yeah, they're going to call a procedure.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody moved except for the center didn't snap the ball.
That's
illegal.
A
necessity.
Yep.
You got to do that.
You
got to do that. So that's going to move the ball back. It's going to be a 3rd down and 9 now.
11.
Oh, excuse me. 3rd down and 11.
Is that right?
Yeah. Because
it was
3rd and 6. So now it's third and 11 from their own 43 with 2:16 to go. They've got 2 timeouts left, trailing the Hoyas 21-3. High snap. Bell corrals it. He's looking long down the sideline for Scott, and he adjusts to the ball. They're going to say he made the catch as Hartzog was in coverage.
That ball looked like it hit the ground.
It definitely looked like it hit the ground.
They're going to call it a catch. Well, I tell you what.
Yeah, Scott adjusted in midair.
I bet they don't
show it. Oh, they do. We'll see what happens.
That was not a catch.
Oh, wow.
That was
bounced on the ground. So the clock will run as we get close to 2 minutes now. As they send Trailer in motion, they're going to go still locked up in one-on-one coverage is Hartzog with Scott. They're going to try to run it to the outside, and Cummings gets a hold of Campbell and drags him down at the 16-yard line.
He's going to have to come off because his helmet got knocked off.
So McAdoo is going to have to come in there, or Bellamy. We haven't seen McAdoo a lot tonight.
Well, he was in just a moment ago, so he's just been in the rotation. He's also dealing with a dinged up leg.
Knee.
Yeah.
1:30 to go till halftime. 2nd down and 8 from the Hoya 16. Hoya's leading 21-3 in what's been a surprising first half for the Hoya offense and defense alike. Bell has got some pressure, and he is going to go down in bounds. Boy, and he is coming up holding his ankle. And we're going to get, looks like an official's timeout, maybe.
So Ollie Perez had him wrapped up, and when he tried to spin free of Ollie's grasp, his body kind of twisted. And so I think that's what's going on here.
I'm not sure where the McEachern athletic training staff is.
He's coming. He's dealing with the kid
tent.
under the tent. So yeah, he's got bodies everywhere right now.
I've been there, buddy.
Yeah, you have.
When everybody's yelling at you, and you're like, I'm doing my job.
Yep. There's only one of you.
There's only one.
Yep.
And luckily, Tamara McIntyre sprinted over from our sideline to give him a hand.
And she knows these players over here because she came from McEachern, right?
Yep,
That's where she was.
Yes,
so yeah.
She was. In fact, she was here as of like the 1st of August. So she's very familiar with a lot of these kids. Just to recap, as Bell's being tended to on the sideline there, Hoyas lead 21-3. They gave up a field goal on the opening possession as Bell walks off under his own power. He'll have to be out at least a play. So it looks to me like Pittman is going to be in possibly to take the snap here with 1:10 to go. It was Xavier Hill to Austin Perry for the first touchdown to put the Hoyas up 7-0. Then Cowser from 11 yards out, and then Xavier Hill from 11 yards out as well. And that's where we stand at 21-3. So, all right, it looks to me like this is going to be a quarterback change here as Pittman And Campbell's back there with him. Campbell now, as Pittman is in the shotgun. Pittman's going to throw it. He's looking for the back of the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for Scott. Nice coverage out there by Connors and Combe. I don't know if you're a quarterback, you want to throw into double coverage where you got Connors and Combe covering your receiver.
And it's your first throw of the night without a warm-up. He came off the bench.
Yeah, yeah.
So McEachern's going to reach for a field goal here with 59 seconds left to try to cut into this Hoya lead a little bit.
Now, again, Hoyas get the ball coming out of halftime as they deferred, and Rodriguez is set for a 34-yard attempt. This one is up, and it is good. So with 55 seconds to go in the first half, the Hoyas lead McEachern 21-6, and a surprise across Cobb County, I'm sure, as everybody is seeing this score come across the board.
Speaking of scores, Cherokee 27, Wheeler 21. That's at the half. Mount Perrin 42, Walker nothing. That's in the second quarter. Blessed Trinity leads Kell 21-7 in the second quarter. Wheeler 21, Cherokee. Sorry, that's old. Woodstock 20, Pope 17. That's in the second quarter. Campbell 34, South Cobb nothing. South Cobb is going to probably finish at the bottom of our region, unfortunately, for those kids. Jacksonville State does lead Kennesaw State 21-17 in a rare Friday night football game over there. Campbell 27, South Cobb nothing. We already talked about that one. That's 34-0 now. Sequoia 29, Lassiter nothing. That's in the second quarter. Osborne 12, Pebblebrook 6. That's in the second quarter. That would move Osborne to 2-1 in region if they win that game.
If you're into sports, then you know injuries happen. When they do, it's nice to know there's a Pinnacle Orthopedics near you. For over 25 years, Pinnacle has been providing quality health care to everyone, from your favorite pro team to weekend warriors on the tennis courts. Pinnacle Orthopedics, keeping you at the top of your game.
Ugh, I really need a new car.
Well, did you know that Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC of Kennesaw has over 28 acres of inventory?
Really? That means there must be a car fit for me.
Of course. Just visit www.carlblackkennesaw.com to see their latest specials and to find your dream car today.
Looking for home appliances at an affordable price? Smith Appliance is the way to go. They've been serving the Atlanta area for over 55 years with at-home delivery, trusted brands, and exceptional customer service. Smith Appliance has your back. Visit their Hiram or Marietta locations or visit their website at smithappliance.com for more information. Smith Appliance, committed to working for you.
Are you looking for a real estate agent with the experience, the tools, and the know-how? Located in Kennesaw, Don Brooks and other RE/MAX associates ensure you find just what you're looking for. They've been serving the metro Atlanta area for over 32 years, and a large sum of their profits go to help the Children's Miracle Network hospitals across the U.S. and Canada. For more information, you can visit www.remax.com or visit them via Facebook or Twitter.
HNS Radio bringing you a little coaching spotlight. Coach Trent Thompson, new to the Harrison family. Not new to me. I've known Trent for many, many years. Know his brother, know his parents. Both parents educators. So following the footsteps, huh, Trent?
That's right. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, your journey to get to Harrison, tell us kind of a little bit about your coaching journey.
So I started at, I graduated from McEachern. I'll go back that far. I graduated from McEachern in 2012 and played for Coach Hockman when I was there. I graduated from there, went to Tennessee Tech for 2.5 years. And I played for Coach Watts and Brown when I was brother of Mac. From there, I transferred and went to West Alabama. Played for Coach Brett Gilliland, and had a great time while I was there and played some pretty good football. We were pretty good. And then when I graduated, I took a job back over this way at Hiram for Chris Brown. I was just coaching quarterbacks for him. I was there for a year. Went to Paulding County for 5 under Van Spence for 4 of those, and then worked for Umbre Brown for a year at Paulding, and then we got hired as a staff at Central Carroll last year and was there for just a year. And then this opportunity came up and I jumped on it.
Yeah, I mean, as you look back, is it hard for you to believe that, gosh, this is your, 7th, 8th year?
This is year 8 that I'm going into. Yeah. I still feel really young, but there's a 3 in front of my age now. And yeah. So it makes me feel a little older, but
wait till it gets more crooked and becomes a 5.
Yeah, I'm not exactly excited about it, but hey,
No,
I'll be creeping closer to that retirement age at that point.
That's
I am
right.
excited about that.
Right. Yeah, well, let me just say that I think I had the inside track on you getting over here, and I may have known. In fact, I think I knew probably before anybody in the building because of my connection with your dad. I had heard that you had some interest, and I heard that was mutual, and so I just reached out to him. I was like, can you say anything without saying anything? I said, is there a possible? And I think his response was just, there have been discussions. So when I heard that, I was just super excited because obviously we broadcast the game when we played you guys, Paulding County, and some of the things that y'all were able to do offensively, your creativity offensively, having played the quarterback position at a high level at McEachern and at the next level in college. Being coached by Watson Brown, former quarterback himself at Vanderbilt, who, oh, by the way, when he was at Vanderbilt, beat Alabama.
He did. Look at you with some Watson Brown knowledge.
Yes, beat Alabama. And actually, it's interesting. I don't know if you know this about him. Bear Bryant wanted him.
Yeah. Oh, and he's quick to tell you that now. He'll let you know.
He actually, he was set to go to Alabama.
Yeah.
And then changed his mind last minute, and but ended up, going to Vanderbilt, and I think he got hurt his senior year maybe. Had that big win. He coached Vanderbilt right around the time when I was growing up in Nashville. But just hearing your name as being somebody who was going to join the staff, I was super excited. I relayed that to Terry. I said, hey, I guarantee whatever we are this year as a football team, I said, our offense is going to be innovative. It's going to be exciting. So I was definitely fired up about it.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, one of the things Coach Salam, when I interviewed with him and we sat down and talked some as we got going, he said, look, Coach, at the end of the day, all this is great. I just want it to be kind of cool. I was like, hey, I can do cool, man. We can figure that out and have some fun with it. So
yeah.
That's the goal. Make sure the kids have some fun and try to score some points.
Yeah, and I think that's it's evident from the kids that I've talked to up to this point, the way that they're perceiving, their workload, the time that they're out there. It's quality time versus just quantity. I don't know how Hockman did it at McEachern. But I just was, I'm a Cobley guy. I spent most of my time, covering Cobley's practices, and there was no wasted time out there. If and he never did anything that wasn't going to help him win a game. Nothing.
Yeah.
Everything he did was purpose driven, and I get the sense that this staff is a lot like that. Well, turning our focus to maybe some of the things that you have seen. Who are some guys, and what were your expectations coming over here, and has anything surprised you?
Expectation wise, growing up around here and playing against Harrison, and knowing the guys that I was playing against for most of my life, one of the things that was made me nervous, I guess, with taking the job was that not a knock against, like, obviously the football tradition here is rich, and there have been some really good teams. Maybe my viewpoint from across the county was that athletically, maybe we might not match up to some of the people that we play. Now there's obviously, toughness and smart kids and a lot of other positives. I don't think that that's been true. I think that athletically, we'll match up with the people that we're going to play on Friday nights, on top of having the toughness and the discipline and maybe some smarter kids. And that's been a pleasant surprise. And Xavier Hill has been probably the most pleasant surprise. He has been dynamic in what he has been able to do from the quarterback position, which everybody knows now that is the most important position in football, and it definitely is in our offense. I put a lot on that guy's shoulders. He has to make a lot of decisions, and Xavier has made those and shown that he's capable of doing that, along with being a phenomenal athlete, which is a dangerous recipe at that position.
Yeah, and he's a guy that, he was our best running back last year. Probably could have played the position last year, and did a little bit, but just kind of in spots here and there. But yeah, the potential that he brings to mix things up and almost, I don't want to say make your job easier, but give you so many more options, right, as a play caller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no doubt that he'll make my job easier. That's a people sometimes get real excited about certain play calls or offensive systems, and I've been around it enough and seen enough. While I have not seen as much as some coaches, but I've seen enough to know that players are what score points and win games, not plays or systems or any of that. So yeah, he's been great.
Yeah, and is there anybody else? Like, I know you guys have done a lot of gone to a lot. You went to FCA, you went to Georgia to get the guys, some 7-on-7 experience. Is there anybody else that's maybe surprised you on the offensive side?
Well, there's two older receivers, two guys that are going to be seniors, Kylan Ford and Austin Perry. I kind of came in what I was told, kind of put some expectations with them, and they've met or exceeded all of those. Because I was told, they're going to be good players, they're going to be guys that we can rely on, they're going to be consistent, and they've been all that, and they've been pretty athletic and able to do maybe a few more things than I anticipated them doing. Donovan Martin has been, I would call a surprise from what I was told coming in. He didn't play a ton last year. He had an injury or two that kept him out, but he can run. Like, he can really, really run. And he's been a consistent catcher of the ball. He's super smart. He doesn't bust a ton of assignments and stuff like that. So he's probably the most explosive player that we have on the perimeter, which for a guy that's got 2 more seasons left to play, that's pretty exciting.
That's awesome. That's something, again, that's a name that Terry and I have not heard a lot about and have not really in our broadcasts spoken of. So that's exciting that we've got some guys that are coming through the pipeline that are going to be able to contribute upcoming. Here we go. Like, we're 2 weeks away from first scrimmage. What do you think that East Paulding scrimmage, what are some things that you want to get out of it? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are breaking in live from that Trent Thompson interview. I thought we'd give you that one again in case you had not heard it, because we're in Trent Thompson territory.
Yes, former McEachern quarterback.
Former McEachern Indian. He was a quarterback here for 2 years, roamed the sidelines and played between the lines here. So we thought you might enjoy that. Thank you guys for rejoining us on a new broadcast, which is the second half of McEachern and Harrison, as the Hoyas have a 21-6 lead here at the half, which is very, very surprising, as they have just crowned the homecoming king here for the
who is a football player.
Yeah, McEachern Indians. Yeah. Looks like number 16? Is it 16? 26.
Stand by. 16.
All
Yeah.
right.
Good for him.
All right, number 16. So
Yep.
that is Marion Clark.
Good job.
Marion Clark, wide receiver. All right.
And we're not surprised that they're leading. Let's be real clear about
let's
this.
be clear. Yeah.
We're surprised that that the 21 points we scored weren't matched similarly by the McEachern Indians. That's the shocking part here. The Hoyas have had no problem offensively, and all year they've done a good job of being able to score. Tonight they've been really assisted with 2 turnovers, 60 yards in really stupid penalties.
Like personal foul penalties.
Yeah, dead ball, personal foul penalties, 60 yards of that. That's just free yardage.
Yep.
And so that has helped the Hoyas a lot. But I mean, they're on track to score their average, slightly more than their average, and that's the shocking part is that the McEachern Indians have not matched it.
Yeah, it's true. The offensive firepower that we had grown to be accustomed to from a 67-point outburst 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Against
it was Paulding County, but
right,
still,
but
that's still a
right,
6A football team.
Yeah.
So it's just surprising that you would have an offense that powerful really just be locked down to that degree, and we'll have to see what happens here in the second half once the adjustment game is underway.
The adjustment game.
It's always about adjustments. Always about adjustments.
I love the adjustment game. It's my favorite.
Let's see if we can get some up-to-date scores because we need an update on that Hillgrove game. And there it is. Hillgrove 21, Paulding County nothing. That's in the third quarter. So that is a very important score. Basically, the way the region lays out right now, the winner of this game will move to 3-0 and sit atop the region, tied with Hillgrove if their score continues, who will also be 3-0 in the region. Campbell is winning. Osborne is winning. And so Campbell, Osborne, or Paulding County, one of them is going to be the 4 seed out of this region in a matter of about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yep.
And so these games tonight are just so important. And, the one thing that has become very clear 5 weeks in is that South Cobb, unfortunately, is going to be the team at the bottom of the region, and then after that, you got some teams that are gonna fight for that 4 seed.
Yeah. You're gonna have probably a Pebblebrook Campbell, Pebblebrook Campbell, maybe Paulding County for that 4th, and
Pebblebrook's losing to Osborne right now.
Oh wow,
yeah,
okay, well,
which is surprising because we saw Pebblebrook and they are explosive.
Yeah, and they got some guys.
Their quarterback is a problem. In fact, that's exactly what we said after that game.
That is surprising.
Yeah, but I'll check it. But they were losing.
Yeah, but to get back to your point, this here, I mean, you've got the Hoyas who are going to get the second half kickoff here, and as we come to you from Dorsey Field here at Cantrell Stadium in the Carl Blake Chevrolet halftime show, Hoyas leading 21-6. And what do you think? What do you think was said in those locker rooms, starting with the McEachern locker room?
Well, basically, what we were saying during that Wheeler broadcast: you're not going to get it all back at once. You dug this hole. Now you got to dig out, but you're not going to dig. It's got to be one shovelful at a time. It's got to be one chop at a time at the tree.
And you can't have 10 guys digging and one guy putting the dirt back in with silly.
Yes. Or 20 guys digging and 3 guys putting dirt back in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's definitely makes sense there. Again, Logan Scott, Rachel Sanford, Michelle Jarvis, Piper Babay, Megan Clark listening tonight. Thank you guys. Deb Largen, Chris Karakarides, Jackie Traster, Bethany Minish, Josie Kaler, Julie Austin, Chris Karakalides, Danny Osmond still with us, Mark Steven, Ben Bramlett, John Rutledge is with us. I'm not going to read his entire name because that would give him too much pleasure, but he knows what it is. I know what it is. And John, you're the man. But 2:20 to go left here in the Carl Black Chevrolet halftime show. But I appreciate all you guys joining us once again. And as we get ready for what will be a very consequential second half here, Hoya's getting the ball coming out of half. Would be nice to put some more points on the board. You can never have, when you're facing an offense like McEachern, you can never have too many points.
Absolutely not. No.
So,
and you better be ready for what's coming.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you think they're not going to respond to start this third quarter, then you are going to lose this game.
Yeah.
You cannot come out
and sit back
and think that you've won this game, because that team in blue and gold is going to respond, and they've got the weapons to turn this from a 21-6 lead by Harrison to a 21, something else deficit really quick with the weapons they have. So you got to handle what's coming.
Yeah. And I'm sure that was exactly what was said to the Hoyas in the locker room. So, again, great night for football here in Cobb County, down here just off of Lost Mountain Road and Macklin Road. Great facilities here at McEachern as we get to look across their field house and the opponent's field house as well. I spent a lot of time in that building over there. A lot of nervous nights, pre-games, and
there's a lot of ghosts over here, man, because there's a lot of Harrison teams that have come over here and gotten beat. Yeah,
they're not. This is a team that's not going to lay down. This is not, like some of the other teams that we get down up 2 scores on, and it's over. That's not these guys. Now the question mark is going to be: can Bell come back in? Off of that injury, as we saw Pittman come in on that very last possession and throw that incompletion. Are we going to see Pittman, or is it going to be Bell? That's going to be something we won't find out until McEachern gets the ball.
And this, being a trainer for so long, that ankle or that knee, whatever it was, he sat at the end of the half, then in the locker room.
Yeah.
He's going to sit for the first possession because Hoyas get the ball.
Yeah.
He's going to be stiff. And I was watching him out here during warm-ups, and he's not moving at a normal gait.
Yeah.
So, he's definitely going to be a little bit different. So you're right. I think that's going to be an interesting call by the McEachern staff, the coaching staff, to see which quarterback takes the field here in the second half.
Yeah, I think if he can move, he's out there.
Oh, I agree. I think so too.
Yeah, I think that's a definite. That is a definite.
Are we still on?
We are still.
You haven't knocked us off again?
I'm glad. I'm glad somebody's enjoying this. I'm glad.
Look, I've had a rough 10 days.
You have had a rough 10 days. I did that just for you, okay?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I did that just for you. So you could hold that over me. And this was going to be kicked into the end zone, fielded by R.J. Cowser, who's got 1 touchdown already tonight. That's going to bring it out to the 20-yard line. I
don't want to hold it over you. I just want to enjoy it, because you don't make many mistakes.
Yeah, that was and here's what's crazy about that.
You got so mad. I think that's what,
here's why I got so mad, because I knew when I did it,
yes,
that it was going to do something bad.
Yeah.
But I did it anyway.
How all bad decisions get started.
Oh boy. And okay, Hill has it now, 1st and 10. Hoya's getting started here, start the second half. And they're up 21-6.
Uh-oh.
And boy, that was a busted play from the get-go. And Hill manages to get about 4 yards. And Washington, I think, went the wrong direction, or Hill handed it to the wrong side.
Well, they were talking.
Yeah. Strange.
They were talking for about 10 seconds before the snap. So definitely not on the same page there, even after their conversation.
Yeah. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 now. Washington back there. He's had a quiet night tonight running the football. It's been tough, as the middle of that defensive line from McEachern has not really been wanting to give up any yardage. 2nd down and 7. Hill. He's going to get flushed. He looks downfield across the middle. He's got a man. It's Perry. Nice catch in traffic up to the 44-yard line. What a throw by Hill on the run. Wow.
Hit him right in stride. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch by Perry. That's a Carl Black Chevrolet 1st down on this first drive of the second half. Hoy is already up 21-6 and looking to get down the field here and maybe get some more at them.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 10:57 to go, third quarter. Hoyas leading 21-6. They're going to hand it to Washington, and he's going to move forward for about 4 yards. Boy, that's a gracious spot.
Yeah, he was not that far down the field.
Yeah.
But we'll take it.
So 2nd down and 6 coming up here. And the longer you can keep the McEachern offense off the field, the better you are if you're the Hoyas.
Yep.
Hill walks it up now. 2nd and 6 from the 48. Washington gets it again, makes a man miss, diving forward. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 into McEachern territory. They're going to spot the ball at the 48-yard line as he was able to get north and south for about 4 yards there. 3rd down and 2, just under 10 minutes now. Hoyas up 21-6. Hill in the shotgun. This is usually a quarterback run. We'll see what they do. McRae in motion now. And design quarterback run. He's got the 1st down across the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Carl Black Chevrolet 1st down. And now, like you said, you're keeping that McEachern offense off the field, and you're really eating up clock.
Yep. Two Carl Black Chevrolet 1st downs on this drive. And the Hoyas maintaining that possession, keep moving the ball. 9:30 to go. Ford, Perry, and Martin are the wideouts. T.C. Washington is the fullback. And they've got McRae in that sniffer position on the far side. Bellamy in this possession at tackle. They're going to hand it to Washington again. He squirts free up to the 42-yard line. I tell you what, Bellamy and whoever is opposite him are engaged.
Yes.
After every single play.
Yeah, and they've traded penalties.
Yeah.
So, yeah, keep an eye on that matchup for sure.
2nd down and 8. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line of McEachern. Hill has it in the shotgun. Hoyas with a 21-6 lead here. 8:40 to go. Perry and Ford are to the near side. Donovan is singled up on the far side. Trent Thompson has called a great game so far. Sprint out left. And boy, Xavier is popped at about the 41-yard line. And that was the free safety that came up and hit him.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get a little bit more there, but that hole closed rapidly.
Yeah, that hole closed quickly. He was slow to get up there, but he took a shot. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Hoyas need to get to the 34-yard line as we're under 8 minutes now. They've got Combe in there now. He's in the slot. He's going to go in motion and switch sides. And McEachern looks like they're playing just a little bit of zone defense here. They got that single safety. Now they're going to show pressure off the edge. Hill has it in the shotgun. Off to the side. It's Perry right through his hands. And incomplete. That was going to be short of the 1st down anyway. And we'll see what they decide to do. This would be, they're going to look like leave the offense out here with 7:27 to go. No, it's 4th down.
Yeah.
No, dummy. It's 4th down. 4th and 7. And now they're going to bring the punting team on, and they better do it quickly. Remember, they tried to do this last 2 weeks ago, and they called a penalty.
Yep.
So 7:27 to go. Zidane stands at his own 46, and he's going to punt this one high toward the corner. And, boy, what a great punt by Zidane. This one's going to be out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
That's more like it.
Great job by Zidane. They're going to have to go the full length of the field. as that ball is out of bounds with 7:16 to go. So Hoyas, they get the first possession. They managed to run off about almost 5 minutes off the clock with that. They don't get any points out of it, but they keep that offense off the field.
Yeah, and really have the McEachern Indians deep in their own territory here with that kick by Simon Zidane, who really needed a kick like that after the terrible 2-yard punt he had in the first half.
Yeah. So Kent Simmons is on with us. Kent, thanks for tuning in. And score is 21-6. Hoyas, 7:16 to go, third quarter. Hoyas trying to get a big region road win here as Bell is back in there. Hands it to Campbell. Big hole. Gets across the 15. That's going to be good enough for a McEachern first down up to the 18-yard line. And that time they ran into that shift. And they're not going to waste any time. They're going to go quickly here. Going to give it to Campbell again. And he's going to fall forward up to the 24-yard line. And it looks like we got Rudd cramping a little bit. $6:40 to go, third quarter. Second down and 4 from their own 24-yard line. Campbell, steady dose of Campbell. Cummings tries to drag him backwards, but he's going to get forward progress at the 29. That's going to be good enough for McEachern first down again. So Campbell, he's a big dude, but he's pretty shifty back there in the backfield.
Really surprised both teams have gone to the ground here in this opening quarter of the second half because most of the third quarter is now gone.
Yeah, half the quarter has ticked away. We're close to 6 minutes now left to go. Bell looking to throw. He gets hit after, wide open down the field and dropped. Nice job by Combe to recover. Wow. He was looking for number 1 out there. That was Trailer, and he had him at the 35, but Combe just raked his hand across the receiver's arms and knocked it free at the last minute.
Well, Bell also could not get he could not step into that throw. That's why it was so high, because he was getting pressure and was basically being tackled on the throw by a Hoya.
And I think that was Rudd coming off the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Second down and 10 now. Little bobble there by Campbell, and he is popped and driven backwards. They're going to give him forward progress up to the 32-yard line. They're going to bring in Cleaves now, number 24, give him a break.
Jackson Connors on the initial hit there in the tackle and definitely brought a little wood there.
Yeah, you can see this one. Boom. Yeah, Connors got him by the legs, and they cleaned him up. Third down and 8, 5:25 to go. Hoyas leading 21-6. Bell in the shotgun. He's got pressure. And, boy, that's a hold. And nice takedown by Christian Smith. He took down Bell. Wow.
Get off the field, Christian.
Yeah.
Get off the field.
Wow, what a job by Christian Smith. And they're going to have to punt the ball. And Bell comes up hobbled again.
Yeah, he was trying to run. He was trying to run away from Christian Smith and could not get away from him. Christian did a little dance afterwards right in front of the ref, and I would prefer you to not do that, Christian.
Yeah, that's a McEachern thing to do. So 4:42 to go, third quarter. Hoyas leading 21-6, and Trice standing in his own 35, set to receive this punt from Rodriguez. Low snap, he corrals it. Line drive. Nice job by Trice. Calls for it at the 37-yard line. That's where the Hoyas will take over. So kind of what you want.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the defense holds. McEachern only went to the air a couple of times. The Hoyas only went to the air maybe once in their first possession. And you look up, and all of a sudden there's only 4:21 left in the third quarter, and the Hoyas still lead 21-6. I'm just a little surprised McEachern was just not very aggressive after picking up those 2 first downs.
Well, they tried to go down the field, but the Hoyas called a blitz and were able to get home and affect the throw by Bell. And I think if you're Trailer, he would probably tell you he should have made that catch anyway, but nice coverage out there by Combe. Harkness is in there now. He goes in motion. And Ford has it in that little slip screen, and he's going to get some traction up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that was a tight throwing window
Boy,
right
it
there
was,
for
wasn't
Xavier
it?
Hill.
When they send Harkness in motion right there, he's basically the lead blocker. So
yeah.
He's got to be careful to be not moving, that timing, moving towards the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, because he almost was.
Yeah, it was very close. He was able to get that block on the edge, and that's why it was an 7-yard gain instead of a 2-yard gain.
And I've noticed in college this year, you see a lot of teams really pushing that envelope and trying to get away with that.
2nd down and 3 from the 44-yard line. 3:40 to go here in the third quarter. Hoya's leading 21-6. Hill, high snap. And he's got the first down. If he can fall forward, I think he may be just short by about a yard. That hole closed up quickly.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get it again, but these McEachern defenders are so quick. They're just getting and closing these gaps really rapidly. It's going to bring up a huge 3rd and 1 here, Adam.
Yeah, this could be big. I mean, anytime you're converting, that's another 2 minutes off the clock. But again, we would rather score. But the clock is our friend at this point. 3rd and a very short 1 yard. Just trying to see where the on-field play clock is.
I have not seen it. I was looking for it
either.
too.
I don't see it on the end. 3rd and short. Hill is going to throw it 3rd and long. Going down for Ford, and looked like somebody had a hand on him. But I think you call that play knowing you're going for it.
Yeah, I think so. You're going to take a shot there, and now you're probably going to go for this. Yeah, I think you're right.
So they're going to line up now. It's going to be 4th down and less than a yard from their own 46-yard line. Now they're going to run the punt team out. That's twice they've done that. So Zidane with 2. That did stop the clock.
It does also keep the punt return team from McEachern off the field.
And now we're going to do it again. Now we're going to.
What in the world? There's no way we have enough time to do this. Yeah, now Salam's going to call a timeout here.
And now we ran the offense back out there.
Yeah, Coach Salam went running out to call a timeout. There's no way we were going to be able to get that play off in time. So. Interesting little chess match going on here. We're going to get a Hoya timeout, a Smith Appliance timeout, with the score 21-6 Harrison, 2:42 left here in the third quarter. See if we can't dig up that Hillgrove score because that is the one that's most important to this game. If it's up to date. Well, we'll give you some others. River Ridge 37, Riverwood nothing. That's in the third. Wheeler 28, Cherokee 27. Wow, they're putting up some points. That's what we expected to see here. North Cobb Christian 49, Murray County nothing. Let's see if we can find it. Hillgrove 21, Paulding County 3. That's in the third quarter. And that's the only region score that's really up to date other than ours, 21-6 Harrison.
All right. And the offense does come out here on 4th and little less than a yard from their own 46-yard line. Hoya's leading 21-6, 2:42 to go, third quarter. Sprint out right. First down, Hill. Big Carl Black Chevrolet first down by Xavier Hill. And they're going to mark it just short of midfield at the Hoya 49. That was big.
Yep, that's big because that's 2 more minutes. That's going to probably get you down close to the end of this quarter. Before you have to make another decision like that. Or we could score, maybe. Let's do that. I like the idea of putting some more points up.
Yeah. I like the score. I'm still looking for the on-field play clock.
It's not in either end zone. I don't know where it is.
1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Close to 2 minutes to go now, third quarter. Hoya's leading 21-6. Hill in the shotgun. He's got Kowser back there, hands it to him, and puts his shoulder pads down. He gets to the McEachern 48-yard line, pickup of 3 on first down.
So the play clock is down here, and it's off. See it?
I see it. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So apparently it's not working.
Huh. All right. Because
I don't see one down there at all.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it is not currently working. 2nd down and 7 from the McEachern 48-yard line. Xavier Hill and the Hoyas leading 21-6 here. looking for more. Cowser is in the backfield. Sprint out left. Hill puts his shoulder pads down, gets another
Carl Black Chevrolet.
first down at the McEachern 40-yard line, and he is feeling it. And just been a steady player tonight.
Look at the body language.
He's had help from Cowser. He's had help from Washington. He's had help from Perry. And he's had help from his defense. And the Hoyas, close to a minute left here, are still driving. Ball on the McEachern 40. Cowser sidesteps a defender, and he's going to lose about a yard.
A lot of McEachern players with hands on hips right now.
Lots of blue. Kind of having that, you talked about that that body language, and coach is all the way out there in the huddle.
We need a get back coach.
Yes. 34 seconds to go here in the third. Second down and 11. In motion is Harkness. And Harkness may have moved early, didn't call it. And now we get a late flag. Holding. He was already down.
Yep. Not real sure why we threw that flag.
So 18 seconds to go. That's going to make it probably 2nd and 21.
I'm really surprised McEachern doesn't decline that. Make it 3rd and about 9.
Yeah. That's.
But they're going to take it. And it gives us an extra down here.
Yeah. So it's been a ground game mainly here. And this is going to be the last play of the third quarter. So with that, the Hoyas basically eat up the third quarter.
Yeah, they did.
And we've got the same score here at the end of 3 as we did at halftime. It's 21-6 Hoyas. And still surprising, Hoyas have the ball. They'll have the ball on their own 49 coming back from commercial break here. It'll be 2nd down and 21. You're listening to Harrison Hoya Football on HNS Radio.
J.L. Brooks Construction is a local family-owned construction company that specializes in commercial, residential, and custom remodeling. J.L. Brooks Construction has been serving the metro Atlanta area for the last 35 years, providing great customer service and full satisfaction guarantee. Call 770-428-4636 or visit jlbrooksconstructioninc.com for more information. If you're into sports, then you know injuries happen. When they do, it's nice to know there's a Pinnacle Orthopedics near you. For over 25 years, Pinnacle has been providing quality health care to everyone, from your favorite pro team to weekend warriors on the tennis courts. Pinnacle Orthopedics, keeping you at the top of your game.
Ugh, I really need a new car.
Well, did you know that Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC of Kennesaw has over 28 acres of inventory?
Really? That means there must be a car fit for me.
Of course. Just visit www.carlblackkennesaw.com to see their latest specials and to find your dream car today.
Looking for home appliances at an affordable price? Smith Appliance is the way to go. They've been serving the Atlanta area for over 55 years with at-home delivery, trusted brands, and exceptional customer service. Smith Appliance has your back. Visit their Hiram or Marietta locations or visit their website at smithappliance.com for more.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We are back. It is 2nd down at 21. Hoyas have it. They're going to give it to Ford on the outside. He cuts it up across midfield, gets upended at the 46-yard line, but he is going to pick up about 5 yards on the jet sweep, and that's going to bring up about 3rd and 16 from the McEachern 46-yard line.
I like the play call there. Get a little bit of different motion, and you finally got the edge, and you're going to pick up 5 yards on that. So, I'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely. 11:30 to go in this one. Hoya's up 21-6. Design quarterback run by Hill. And tried to stay in bounds, I think. And he gets to the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up fourth down and 14.
All right, we're going to do the back and forth again here.
Maybe. You never know. All Man, I see Gleason out there, the long snapper, so it looks like this is going to be just a straight punt. It would have been nice if he could have stayed in bounds, but.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Wouldn't it be nice if he could stay in bounds? Zidane stands at his own 42. And Scott stands at his 10. Could use another coffin corner kick here by Zidane. This is a beauty.
Look at
this.
that.
This is an absolute beauty. This is going to be inside the 10. Wow. He's walking it up. Yeah, it's going to be right about the 10-yard line. Nice job, Zidane. The last one was out of bounds at the 7. And now this one's at the 10, so it's going to force him to go 90.
Now, let's see what McEachern offense comes out here. Bell's coming back out.
Yep.
So, but, I'm really, really surprised that they have not gone to the air a little bit more here.
Well, time is not their friend right now. They're down by 2 scores. They're going to have to try and come up with some of those dynamic plays. So we'll see if it's like they've been trying to run to set up the pass, but they haven't really, like you said, thrown the ball. So we'll see what the Hoyas line up as. We've still got the 2 deep safeties in Combe and Connors as they're giving some help to those corners. And they're going to hand it off again. And this time they're going to hand it off to Cleves, and he's going to pick up about 5 up to the – actually, they marked that at the 15.
What?
I thought he stood at the 10-yard line.
He did stand at the 10.
Wow. I can't believe nobody caught that. Wow. They gave him 5 free yards. They're going to hand it to Cleves again, and he is knocked down in the backfield by Rudd. Nice job there by Rudd coming off the edge and just got him enough off balance where he had to go down. Now it's bringing up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, just kind of ricocheted off. He was getting blocked and just kind of ricocheted off and went
nice
straight
play.
down.
Heads up. Crucial 3rd down here for the Indians here in the 4th quarter. Hoyas lead 21-6. Bell across the middle. Incomplete. Going to be 4th down and 8.
Wow. Had him.
Yeah, had him.
Just
too low.
A little long, and the Indians are going to punt here.
Wow.
Hoya defense has stood tall again, Adam.
And that was actually right through his hands. Everything's got extra zip on it, and sometimes that's really good.
And sometimes it's not.
You need some touch.
Yep, because he's got a cannon.
He's got an absolute cannon, yeah. So Rodriguez now standing at his own 4-yard line as Trice stands at his 47.
Good, safe play right there.
Nice job there by Trice to just call a fair catch at the 47. So great field position by the Hoyas. And, I mean,
this is the drive where you
this is
this game away.
Yeah, put it away
right here.
You know, even if you run 3 minutes off the clock and get a field goal, then
yep,
you can,
points here pretty much salts this game away.
Yep. And that's got to be what they're saying right now. I see C.J. Turner talking to his guys right now. Coach Dickman's over there talking to them as they take the field. They're like, look, you got an opportunity to do something that no Harrison team's done since 2005, and that's win on this field. 10:07 to go in the ball game. Hoyas leading 21-6. 1st and 10 at the McEachern 47-yard line. Perry in motion, going to get it on the jet sweep. He's got the edge. He's got Washington out there in front of him. He's going to get all the way up to the 41-yard line.
Nice
pickup.
Kind of surprised he didn't burst a little sooner.
Yeah.
He had good blocking out there, and it looked like he was trying to wait for a little bit more of it to develop. But as it stands, still picks up a really nice chunk there, about 5.5 yards on first down.
Yeah, he got it all the way up to the 41. I think they're going to give him 6 on that one. So Perry gets 6 on the jet sweep. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. Hill has it in the shotgun. He's got Washington in the backfield with him. As they get the call from Coach Thompson. McCray in motion. Hand it to Washington. Stutter steps, dives forward to the 38-yard line. It's going to be just a bit short, about probably a little bit less than a yard or maybe a full yard, Terry, of that first down as we tick under 9 minutes to go, 8:59 to go.
Well, you got 2 downs here to pick up a yard.
Oh,
that's
for sure.
basically what you're looking at here.
So the Indians got everybody in the box to stop the run on this 3rd and short. Boy, if Austin Perry could get the inside shoulder of that defensive back, that'd be a touchdown. Shotgun snap. Hill diving forward. First down, Hoyas.
That's going to be close.
Yeah, I think where he's marking it.
Yep. They're saying move the sticks. All right, that's a Carl Black Chevrolet first down, and that'll mean the clock will pick up at 8:20 and start running, and the Hoyas will be inside the 40-yard line of the McEachern Indians with an opportunity to really put this game away now with any sort of score here. Because by the time, even if they don't score at this point, by the time McEachern gets the ball, barring a turnover, by the time McEachern gets the ball back, it's going to be under 5 minutes.
Yep. Hoyas have it now. They'll send Martin in motion to the far side. 1st and 10 at McEachern 37. He's looking for Martin initially. Now he's going to have to run. He's good at that. And he's just going to keep it and go down in bounds, I hope, or just get the first down.
Which he did.
Which he did.
And that'll be another Carl Black Chevrolet first down. That'll be inside the 25-yard line, I think is where he stepped out. Great scramble by Xavier Hill right there, Adam, where he just had nothing.
Nothing.
The Indian DBs blanketed our guys, and Xavier scrambled all the way across the field to pick up that crucial first down. And I tell you what, there are a lot of Indians with hands on their hips right now.
Yep, and a lot of people exiting. 7:41 to go in this one. Hoyas are driving. They've got the ball at the McEachern 27-yard line, 1st and 10. After that first down run by Xavier Hill, leading 21-6. Hands off to Washington, cuts it up inside. He gets free across the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdowns. TC Washington, and he put the nail in the coffin. Hoyas up 27-6.
What an explosive run. It almost looked a little bit like Bo Jackson right there, where he was just kind of finding his way, hand on a blocker. And when that hole opened up, he put his foot on the ground and just exploded out to the right side and raced down the sideline, beat one McEachern guy who didn't have an angle to the pylon. And the Hoyas lead 27-6 with 7.5 minutes to go.
Wow. Now that is a play, powerful run, tired defense.
Yeah, we were just talking about hands on hips. They're tired.
So Zidane set to make this 28-6. And he drills the Indian.
He absolutely drilled the Indian.
Hoyas lead 28-6 with 7:31 to go in this one. Crazy.
You know it's your night when you're kicking extra points that bounce off the Indians' squash.
Wow.
McEachern led in this game 3-0 off their opening drive.
And nothing since.
They had one explosive play in that drive, a long pass. And since then, it's been all Hoyas.
Yep.
You know, the personal fouls hurt the McEachern Indians tonight. The 2 turnovers hurt the McEachern Indians tonight. But at the end of the day, the Hoyas just never gave them a chance to respond. The Hoya defense has been in control of this game all night.
Yeah. And what's funny is that was what we said. That's the key. Can this defense do enough to win this game? They've done more than enough. They created 2 turnovers, multiple tackles for loss, 2 sacks. I mean, you wouldn't know that they were missing 2 of their starters. The guys that have basically filled in for tonight have just done a remarkable job. And Zidane, line drive, what in the world?
Where'd it go?
He kicked it out of bounds.
Well,
I mean, he's human.
he is, and at the end of the day, he's also still learning this craft. I mean, you think about that.
That's like, yeah, I know.
He's still, yeah, and he's over there talking to one of the Hoya coaches, saying what happened, and he's smacking himself in the head. And you know this, kicking is so much about technique.
Oh, yeah, and repetition.
Yes.
100%.
And if you get one little thing off or wrong in your technique, that can happen.
Be interested to see. I mean, McEachern's had adversity all night. Well, now your back's really up against it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see the body language and how they are executing now. We gave them a gift up to the 40-yard line.
Yep. See
what they do with that.
Should be at 35, right? Yeah, 35.
35.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was about to say, good Lord, that's a huge penalty. Oh, there's 5 more. Come on, guys. Hoyas jump off sides.
Silly. All right, so that's going to bring up. So Sevilla goes out. Johnson comes in now on. It's going to be what's going to be 1st and 5.
Well, and the Indians have to throw the ball now.
Yeah,
they have no choice but to throw it.
They're going to go trips to the far sideline now with 7:31 as Bell has got a clean pocket, and that's incomplete through the hands of the receiver. I think that was number 14, Harris.
Yeah, you could see the ball squirt out from underneath him right there. He did a good job of trying to cover it up. What would have been a trap, but,
2nd and 5 now.
Yeah, so McAdoo must have re-injured that leg at some point early in the game.
We have not seen him in the second half. Campbell is in the backfield with Bell now. Nice coverage there by Joel Combe trying to find number 17, Noah Brown.
I'm not sure why he didn't catch that unless Combe got his hand on it.
Dude, I think he heard footsteps.
It looked like it was thrown really well.
What's the flag?
I don't know, but it's 15 yards.
Oh, they'll try and keep him in it here.
Not sure what it was, but it could only been one or two things.
I never heard a call.
Yeah, neither.
7:17 to go. McEachern basically got a throw here, and that's incomplete. And looking for the trailer on the outside, and this is just going to basically be a 7-on-7 drill here.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is going to
for the rest of the game.
I still can't get over them spotting the ball out of bounds at the 10-yard line and then setting the line of scrimmage at the 15.
Yeah,
I still can't get over that. And nobody caught it.
Nobody caught it on our side. I don't believe that. I mean, it's hard for me to believe. 7:11 to go now. 2nd and 10. Smith showing pressure off the edge, and he got a piece of that ball.
Oof.
He got a piece of his arm.
Yep.
And there was a wounded duck out there, and lucky for McEachern, it wasn't intercepted for another turnover.
4 Hoyas all around it, trying to get to it as a dying quail just falls at their feet. And so the Hoyas are getting pressure from the outside. Christian Smith's coming from his linebacker spot back here.
And he just blew up the fullback.
He's coming right around the end.
3rd down and 10 from the Hoya 45-yard line. And he comes around again as Perez pursues him, and he gives a nice hit on Bell and drives him out of bounds at the 40. And tells him a little bit of what for as he walks by.
Well, he's had a good game.
Yeah.
He's been quiet in the second half. We haven't called his number as much, but he's definitely had a good game.
So how about, you got hands off to our secondary here from that first drive on.
Right.
Because he's had nowhere to go with the football.
No, I mean, one of those sacks or those hurries was definitely a coverage sack. So, yeah, 4th down here, Adam. Big
4th
one.
and 6. Big down here. 6:22 to go. Bell got a man over the middle, and they're going to throw a flag on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jackson.
And Jackson, come on, Jackson.
He got there not just a little early.
Noah Brown gets turned around by Jackson Connors on 4th and 7. So Hoya defense been out there a little bit.
You know what? I'm okay with that because it's just, 10 yards?
Yeah. It's not a big deal.
Apparently it's not 10 yards. Apparently it's 15.
I think they're making this stuff up as they go.
I thought
right
it was
now.
10. Okay, interesting.
Know.
I'm still okay with it.
It's not a spot foul. We know that.
It's definitely not.
Yeah, stands are emptying pretty rapidly. Still half a quarter of football to go here. Hoya's leading 28-6, though. McEachern is driving with the ball at the Hoya 26 out in the flat. And he's going to pick up about 4 up to the 22-yard line.
Some of these Indian receivers have had a hard time keeping their footing tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because they're so quick or if it's something with the field or their cleats. I don't know, but it seems like multiple times we've seen that.
Bell in the shotgun on 2nd down and 5 from the 24. And he gets away from, oh my goodness, Campbell. Nice job there. Way to hang tough. Hartzog would not let go of Campbell. And after all that excitement, it's a no gain.
Wow. I mean, great job by Bell to even get that pass off.
No kidding.
The Hoyas gave all kind of pressure in that situation. And he was throwing that ball as he was falling down.
Yeah.
And was able to complete it. But like you said, no gain.
Clock continues to move. 3rd down and 6 from the 24. Out in the flat again. Incomplete.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
Wow. I'm telling you, they'll keep him in the game. That's terrible.
That is. So the Hoyas are going to be flagged here for a personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Who is that? Is that?
That was Harris.
Harris making a play on a guy he thought who had the ball, had made the catch, knocks him down, and they're going to call a 15-yard penalty.
I mean, it is National Officials Day.
That's
terrible.
That is awful.
Listen, they're going to keep them in the game. They're going to keep them in the game here.
That is awful. What is he supposed to do there? You've got a half a second to make a decision running at full speed. And the Hoyas are going to take a timeout.
Smith Appliance timeout. This is a timeout so Coach Salam can wear out that official.
Good. You know what?
Good.
I've taken those timeouts. I've told Coach Walsh or Coach Jones or Coach Duncan, you talk to them. I'm going to go talk to this dude.
Yeah.
I've done that, man. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that.
I think it may be time. Maybe time for the Schwam.
Yeah, he is getting his money's worth right now. I can tell you that. If this were a baseball game, I'd look for him to turn his hat around backwards to start kicking dirt
and pull up the base and throw it.
Yep.
Who was that guy, that minor league guy that like ran behind like second base and like pretended like he was throwing a grenade? Or the mound. He ran behind the mound
and hit.
He took a rosin bag and threw it like a grenade. That's one of the better ones I've ever seen.
All right. Well-timed timeout there by Coach Salam.
I like it.
You reset your defense. You chew on the official who just made a terrible call. And you give your guys a chance to kind of regroup here. It also shows his confidence in his coaching staff, where now he knows that huddle is taken care of.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go take care of this.
1st and 10 at the 11. He's going to throw the fade. And incomplete. And they're going to throw another flag on Hartzog in the back of the end zone. He was looking for Harris. And again, this is This is going to be the longest 5 minutes of your life.
Yeah, because now all of a sudden every play is a penalty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we got to keep McEachern in it now. Got to keep him in it. They're getting embarrassed on their home field right now.
On homecoming night.
On homecoming. By a rival. I mean, this is like.
And it's been a long time since we had this big of a lead on them. Long
time. First and goal at the 6-yard line. 5:01 to go. And touchdown. And that was number 1, Trailer gets into the end zone. And at this point, you got to go for 2.
Yep.
At some point.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. And Bell's still out there, so they're going to go for 2. That's the Indians' first touchdown of the night.
Yeah, with 4:57 to go.
Yeah, this Hoya defense has done a stellar job tonight on this McEachern offense. I mean, they don't score in this situation without getting some pretty questionable penalty calls there.
Yeah.
And I'm not being a homer. I'm just stating a fact.
Yeah.
That was
that pretty bad.
That one especially was
the one. Yeah, that would have brought up 4th down.
And the other one was 15 yards, and we still don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, they gave him 5 extra yards.
Ben Bramlett said he questioned roughing the pass. Ben, we don't know what it was because they never called it. They got the guys mic'd up down here all night until all of a sudden the fourth quarter they're not mic'd up.
And don't forget the 5 extra yards.
Yeah, the 5 extra yards
to start the drive.
They can send 2 guys in motion now. It's Scott and Trailer. And they're just probably going to run a slant here. That would be my guess. And he's going to run a corner route and incomplete. Nice coverage out there. I think that was Combe.
Yep.
And that was a pretty good throw.
That was from the far side of the field. That was a good throw, but he just
ran out of real estate.
Yep, he had to drop it literally in a bucket in that corner back there, and he just threw it a little too far. So the Hoyas lead 28-12.
2-possession game.
Yep.
With 4:57 to go, so you're looking at onside kick for sure right here.
Yep.
So Terry's going to get you updated with some scores.
Yeah, I think we should be pretty close to being final with a lot of these scores, just like we are. Alatoona has beaten Woodland of Cartersville 17-0. Walton 21, Marietta 3 in the 4th. River Ridge put a 50-burger on Riverwood tonight, 51-0.
Wow. Remember when River Ridge was terrible?
Yep. Hillgrove 35, Paulding County 3. That's in the 4th. Hillgrove is going to move to 3-0 in region, and they're going to be tied with Harrison atop the region. Let's see if we can find that. North Paulding has turned it around against Etowah. They're back up 34-17. They were losing that game. I'm trying to find a Pebblebrook and Osborne score, and I don't have an up-to-date one. Still the last one. Last one I have is 12-12 in the 3rd. Osborne and Pebblebrook tied.
All right. Rodriguez set to kick the onside kick with 4:57 to go. Hoya's leading 28-12. And this is always interesting. And Perry corrals it and just goes down. Nice job, Austin Perry. And the Hoyas will take over at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, Austin Perry just went up and got it. That's why you have your hands guys out there for that onside kick.
You think he's playing with confidence right now?
He is a different kid than what he was 2-3 weeks ago. That's for sure.
He has just been remarkable since the start of the Campbell game 2 weeks ago. I mean, he scored 3 touchdowns and had all kinds of big catches, third down conversions, and that's a huge play right there.
Yep.
So if we look at the timeout situation, McEachern with 2 timeouts, the Hoyas with 2 timeouts, as the running back is Cowser back there with Xavier Hill. And Donovan Martin is one-on-one on the far side with the corner. Going to hand it to Cowser. He's going to get north and south and fall forward up to the just short of
50.
midfield.
They're going to mark him right at the 50. Yeah, he immediately cut back right there. I wonder if that was designed to go out to the right and he saw something and cut back into the middle. But those holes, we've seen it all night. The holes are there, and then they close really rapidly.
Very quickly.
Yep. I think you're going to see a steady dose of Cowser and Washington and Hill on the ground.
Yeah, for sure. Because you can get this one, you can get this under 3 minutes. If you get a first down, even further. 2nd and 8 now from the midfield. Sprint out to the right. Hill cuts it up. He's going to get into McEachern territory. He's going to pick up a yard to the 49-yard line. Wouldn't be surprised if McEachern called a timeout. They're not going to. So big third down here, Terry, at 3rd down and 7 from the 49. They've got to get to the 42 for a first down.
And McEachern is selling out on the run.
Yeah.
They have 8 or 9 guys in the box.
3rd and 7 from the McEachern 49-yard line. 3:30 to go. Hoyas lead 28-12. Cowser is in the backfield. Going to give it to him. He's going to get up to the 45-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down and 3. And we're going to immediately get a McEachern Smith Appliance timeout with 3:05 to go.
Yeah. Now the sideline's yelling at the official because the clock ran off about 7 seconds before they stopped it.
Still going. Yeah.
All right, so let's set it up here. The Hoyas have the ball. It is 4th and 3. The Hoyas lead 28-12 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the game. A first down here really kind of salts this thing away. Even though McEachern's got 1 timeout left, it's really it would be kind of academic at that point.
Yeah.
But the Hoyas, I don't know. I don't know that we're going to go for this here because
I don't either.
I think we just kick it.
I think you make them go the whole length and then do it again.
Yep.
And get 2 and do it again.
Yeah,
because
because that's what they got to have. They're down 16, so you got to have 2 touchdowns.
I question the fade call on the 2-point conversion. That's a tough.
That's a precision throw.
That's a precision throw.
Yep.
You got pro guys that can't make that throw.
Yep.
So we'll see what they do. It looks like we're trotting out
Simon.
Zidane.
All right.
I mean, Zidane could run for it. You never know.
He has been known for a fake punt once and should have scored a touchdown on it.
Yep. Hey, according to the highlight reel, it was a touchdown.
I like it.
Yeah. Zidane standing at his own 41 now. Going to try and pin the Indians deep. Gets this one away. Aiming for the corner. High spiral. Another great punt. Get over there. Ah! Sorry.
The Hoyas had a chance to absolutely down that.
We had
at
a
the
shot
1.
at down in that one at the 1.
And the ball
and couldn't quite get there.
Those funny bounces you get from an oblong-shaped oval ball.
It's not a soccer ball.
No, it checked up for us, but then we couldn't get it. We couldn't get it back where it needed to be, and it rolled into the end zone after the first tap. Yeah. And still, the Indians are going to have to go 80 yards, score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, get this onside kick, score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion.
So on first down, Bell, he's going to decide to run it, and he's going to be taken down inbounds after he gains about 8 yards. And he's going to be taken down by Johnson and Harris. And we are under 3 minutes now, 2:45 to go. And as Bell waits for the play, you'd think you'd have 2 plays called there.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, it's going to put him under 2:30. Bell, 3-step drop, looking for a man deep. He's got a man. And incomplete. Nice play. Oh, my goodness.
That's awful.
You've got to be kidding me. He let it get in his hands before he smacked it out of the way.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, watch.
Oh, no, I saw it.
That's just a perfect play by Hartzog.
Yeah.
And Harris dropped it, knocked it out of his hands, and they're going to give him 15 yards, or maybe they're going to turn it into a 25-yard penalty. I don't know what they're going to do. They're making up the rules as they go here. All right, 2:27 to go. It's 16-11 here.
I mean,
in the fourth quarter,
we've literally had 7 penalties called on us in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. 1st and 10 from their own 44. Hoyas lead 28-12. Bell slings it out to the side. It's caught. It's good for a first down out there by Traylor. He's got the only touchdown for the Indians. As soon as they spot the chains, they're going to start the clock. Well, they're moving before they spot the chains, and that's incomplete. They're going to say it's complete.
Wow.
I thought it bounced. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line, 2:07 to go. Bell, he's going to run, and he's just going to run out of bounds at the 27-yard line with 1:56 to go on the clock. So McEachern with 1 timeout left. I mean, they've got to score and get the 2-point conversion to even have a chance here. And they've got it 2nd down and 6 at the Hoya 28-yard line. Bell in the shotgun. He's got Campbell to his right. Hoyas show pressure off the edge. They're going to come right up the middle, and Bell can't get away, and he dives forward. Boy, he was lucky to avoid a big loss there as Johnson comes right up the middle, and McEachern's forced to use their last timeout. It's now 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, very Cam Newton-esque there. He's so tall, 6'5". If he falls forward, he's going to pick up 2 yards. So, I mean, the Hoyas were hitting him everywhere, around the feet, around the legs, and just couldn't get him down, and he just kind of stumbled forward, and it's going to set up 3rd and 9 here with 1:48 to go. Hoyas lead 28-12. McEachern is really they just taken their last time out, so they're really down to their last couple of opportunities.
We're getting some answers from our I think our audience, Mark Stevens. I think he's here, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
He said roughing the passer was called on the field, just very quietly. That's what he said in the chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mark, I get that because I heard nothing. We heard nothing. So last 1:48 here, a very pivotal stretch. 1:48 to go in the game. Hoya's up 28-12. It's 3rd and 9. They've got the ball at the Hoya 31-yard line. In motion is Traylor. Bell, pressure from Perez. And he's taken down in the backfield by Ali Perez for a loss of 5. Going to be 4th down and 14, and the clock can do nothing but run.
Nope.
And now Bell is down.
And they'll stop the clock.
And he's going to have to come out on 4th and 14.
Yep.
And he got popped by Johnson on the far side.
Yep, he got hit from behind by Ali Perez, and then Johnson cleaned up the rest of it from the front. And that's that same leg he was dealing with in the first half. It's that right leg, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on the just inside the numbers on the far side. So just to recap, it's going to bring up 4th down and 14. Hoya's leading 28-12. The line of scrimmage for the Indians is going to be the Hoya 36-yard line. Pittman is going to be coming in at quarterback, the junior. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He had 1 pass attempt earlier when Bell walked off near the end of the first half, but he's coming in a pretty dicey situation.
Yeah, because this
is ball game. He's got to throw the football. They've got no timeouts left. I mean, if a Hoya defender even breathes on a McEachern receiver, it's going to be pass interference. I can guarantee you right now. But that's the situation. So Kent got you caught up. There's a name I haven't seen in a while, Mitchell Farraco. glad you have joined us. Former Hoya, he's been a part of a lot of these. He was part of a lot of those Hoya victories back in the early 2000s. Here's your game right here, folks. 4th and 14. Pittman has it in the shotgun. Campbell to his right. Going to go 4 wides. He's going to be sacked all the way back at the 49-yard line by Ulrich Johnson. And that's your ball game, folks. Hoya's going to have to come out and kneel it a couple times, but the Hoyas just went to 3-0 in the region. And you got to give Cummings in the middle of that defensive line a lot of credit for putting the heat on Pittman. And that's a tough spot for a kid to be put in.
Well, and you got to give credit to the Hoya defense for their efforts and what they've done all night. This McEachern team came in here averaging over 30 points a game.
High 30s.
High 30s, yes. And was coming off a 67-point game 2 weeks ago against Spalding County. And the Hoyas have almost kept them out of the end zone. 1 touchdown tonight. And that Hoya defense came to play tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're in the best position, the best play call of any coach, and that is the victory formation.
And these are negative rushing yards that Xavier Hill will gladly take.
Yes, most definitely.
So one more negative, maybe 2.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to go 2 with the 42nd.
Yeah.
We'll see when they snap this. Big win for the Hoyas. What a great win for Coach Salam in his first year. What a great win for Coach Thompson.
Yep.
Coming back here, winning as a coach on this field against your alma mater. Just a great scenario. That's it, folks. Xavier Hill takes a knee, and that's the ball game. The Hoyas have come down Lost Mountain Road into Powder Springs and have defeated the McEachern Indians 28-12, gone to 3-0 in region, and won here in Cantrell Stadium for the first time in 19 years.
Yep.
19 years. Defense, incredible. Offense, did what it had to do. Austin Perry making plays again. Xavier Hill making plays. R.J. Cowser contributing. Donovan Martin with some big catches coming back. But, man, that defense.
Yeah, that's hats off to that coaching staff over there for Harrison that put together the game plan, and then another hats off to those young men that executed that game plan, because they did. They executed that game plan to perfection tonight. And I tell you what, the Hoyas are sitting atop this region, and they've just beaten the team that everybody thought was going to be region champs.
Yeah.
So that tells you a lot.
Absolutely. And, it's important to note, you've got some momentum, and that sets up, Terry, potentially and probably a region championship in the last game of the year at Hillgrove.
Wow.
And that's where all direction, points are headed.
That means that Hillgrove would have to beat this McEachern team.
Yeah.
And we'll have to see if that can come to fruition. Because whenever you get a loss like this, this will help you get focused. And we'll see if this McEachern team can get focused and rally from this. But I tell you what, that Hoya team right there,
that Hoya team that we just saw,
that's the best.
They can beat anybody.
That's the best they've looked all year. Hang on now. Hang on.
Wait.
They're still you still got Carrollton and
Wait, now I'm talking about like in our
the
region. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean,
but no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Well, they just did. They just beat the team that everybody thought was going to be the best team in the region. Guess what? The best team in the region wears Kelly blue and or Kelly green and navy blue.
Yep.
So
absolutely. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. It was a great game, a history-making game tonight, and a potential season-defining game. So, again, we're glad we could bring it to you here on HNS Radio. For Adam Freeman,
Terry Kemp.
We are HNS Radio. Get with us next week as we celebrate Hall of Fame weekend, as we'll be honoring our Hall of Fame inductee class of 2024 as we play.
One of my former players is getting inducted.
South Cobb, great Hall of Fame class. But we're going to celebrate tonight. and a great win.
Real quick before we sign off, I think that actually sets us up for hosting we will almost certainly host a first round
Yes.
playoff game now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in again. H&S Radio, bringing you Harrison Hoya football. Final from Cantrell Stadium. Hoyas 28, Indians 12. Thanks for tuning in to H&S Radio. Remember, feel the game.